other sessions anyway, and like on the longer side. Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of Candlekeep Mysteries. Last time on Candlekeep Mysteries, what the? Why is it? Oh my. Give me a second while we're experiencing technical difficulties. The technical difficulties have been fixed. Last time on Candlekeep difficulties, you...
Candlekeep difficulties.
Candlekeep difficulties, correct.
You...
Did we ever get the magic item for the gray render?
Oh, right.
Next
You were on a train.
mysteries.
Another mystery. There really are a lot of those now, aren't there? Inside the Candlekeep Mysteries. Last time you were here, on this train to Tashluda. While you were busy, talking to some individuals, you found that there had been a murder committed at one point when you went under a tunnel. Investigating around, you started interrogating everybody that you knew. You interrogated Bakme. You interrogated the lady who was inside of the inside of her room. You interrogated the conductor in quotation marks, and you interrogated Zikron. After doing some detectiving, you were able to narrow down that Zikron had been the murderer, having done something with the train in order to make it happen. You attempted to get the drop on them, but Zikron was just a little bit too quick, as they managed to race up to the top, not before taking heavy damage, and summoned a little army of mechanical creatures. However, you were able to get around the wall by just going under it? The question mark? Which is a viable way of doing that. And were able to subdue them, where they now currently lie unconscious on the ground here. You also managed to, sorry, 1 second, I'm just testing something. No, that didn't work.
Whoa.
You also, yeah, I was just, there's a don't mark as dead options. I'm guessing because, oh wait, maybe it'll work if I do this, hold on. Nope. Zikron's dead, they're unconscious on the ground here. But there was a monster train that they had, created here from the train. Because it was a monster. You were able to go around and chase after its heart within the various cars, eventually being able to explode the heart and stop the train from being in its monstrous form. Now, you are now in the finale of the chapter.
Damn.
Is the train still moving?
Yes.
I don't suppose there's a way to turn back this train before it continues going further?
It's a fair question. Does anybody have
Perhaps
experience with these sort of machines?
Perhaps asking the conductor.
Only Alan was here, but yes, perhaps the conductor.
Phoenix is gonna go ahead and, with the apprehended Zikron, eventually get down to the bottom floor.
Zikron is placed loosely on the floor. I know you're keeping him with you because you don't want to leave him out of sight, presumably.
Yep.
Okay. You see that...
Yep, sorry.
You see all three are just kind of like looking out the window and waiting as they anticipate your arrival. Oh, thank God, I've never been quite so glad to see you, officer. It's... Yeah. You want to explain what that hard thing was about? I've been formulating theories and keeping these two entertained while we've been waiting.
I cannot say. I do not know exactly what it is. Probably something that this person did. But either way, this train is continuing to go, and we are missing a ton of passengers. Can you turn this train around?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I know how to operate this.
Does he seem like he's lying?
No, they're telling the truth.
Okay.
I'll get right on that.
Hmm. Phoenix will turn to the lady and I apologize for the due discomfort and for your own safety. I'm glad to see that you are safe. You may return back to your cabin.
Huh? Bachman looks at them leaving as they exit out of the car. I don't think that they quite understand the gravity of the situation they were just in, but it's just the same, just as much.
She need not have to worry. As long as she is safe, then my job is done.
You can already feel it, the train starting to slow its movement down. The train comes to a complete stop, and then begins moving in the other direction.
Guys? Is this good?
That's what we want. The other train is, well, the other, what do I call it?
Car.
Cars are basically left behind with no train, so we didn't need to go back to go get them.
And we should probably get Valen. This is her expedition back to the city anyway.
True. Yes, of course, right. Yes.
The train going reverse is really funny.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Ooh. I like that effect. Just don't get it going too fast. You don't want
Oh, what the fuck? Go to the left far enough and it's
Yeah,
going
I know,
in
I was
both
looking at that just
directions.
now.
Don't worry about that.
Well,
enough.
they're
You didn't
still
see
going
anything.
forward, but we're going backwards.
You didn't see anything. And so the train begins moving in the other direction. Zikron is apprehended, and Bachme gives you a satisfying pat on the shoulder. You did well. The passengers are now safe due to your actions.
That's the job of a detective.
You find yourself back in Candlekeep.
Candlekeep.
Well, we've been inside that story for several nights now. Perhaps we want to take a week rest before we continue.
Definitely.
Sure, for sure. Boy, the plot thickens, eh? Or does it? Eh?
As you
Uncertain?
return, as you return back over to Candlekeep proper, you prepare to undergo an extended rest. And as you are preparing to do so, give me a second. I'm just checking something.
Oh, should I be in Candlekeep for this?
Oh no, hold on. I'm just double checking something. Okay. And so you return back over to Candlekeep in order to get your extended rest. And you find that the little balls, the kitty widgets that you found, are, in fact, still intact. All 3 of them, I think it was, or was it 4?
I had one. Taylor had one.
I think there were 5. I could be mistaken.
I think there might have been 5.
It was like enough to like cover like one of those train carts like cleanly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 5.
I know Layla didn't have one.
Thus, you've now obtained kitty widgets, which are now able to be summoned.
Woohoo!
Kitty widgets.
Kitty
Where can we summon
widgets.
him?
Let me give you their stat walk. I have to make the item real quick. This will be real fast. Okay, there we go. You have gathered yourself widgets.
Interesting. Widget.
Nice.
And I will provide you a summon. I'll move the kitty widgets to your summons in just a second.
Cool.
You think there'd be a way to just right click and then just move something to a different folder?
No.
And yet. Oh, you don't have a summons folder, do you?
I believe so.
Nope.
Never heard of it.
I'll make all of you the owners of this. And done. You should now have a summons folder from which you are able to summon forth a kitty widget if you have it on hand.
Nice.
All right.
Whee!
You can see their stats and abilities from there.
Cool.
Kitty widget. Righto.
It says multi-attack, but what's their attack?
One of
Oh.
yeah, sorry, it's supposed to be 2 attacks of zap.
Okay.
Zap, zap. Okay.
Zap. Or see if there's anything else, but I think that about covers that. Alright, and that means that it's probably just going for the extended rests now. So, I guess in order. Layla, what are you up to?
Is this for our log rest?
Yep, our extended rest.
Right. Layla's gonna go ahead and see if she can get in to touch up with one of her contacts and see if there's any heists she can be a part of.
Alright, heist. Let's see. You go and head over to your contacts to see if since the time that you've been gone, there's been any new developments recently, and indeed, it seems that they think that they're going to try and do a heist on the owner of a magic item store.
Ooh, sounds like fun.
Alright. And so they go ahead and they go ahead and set up the heist, right? Get it all set up. It's a small town, brand spanking new small business owner magic item shop, so they haven't gotten quite the same defenses that most other magic item store owners do. They haven't gotten a ring of inventory, for example.
Ooh,
that help you
rookie
out.
mistake.
Very rookie mistake. It is now the cover of night. It's time. Go ahead and make a Thieves' Tool check and also a stealth check.
Alright. Layla would be using invisibility to basically just like unexpended spell slots before as part of the long rest. Because I only used up one of my spell slots for that encounter. But let's see here. These tools. Nice.
Very good.
And then stealth.
And also give me an Arcana check, actually. There's a third check involved here.
Ooh, okay. Would the invisibility help me with advantage on that, or is that good enough of a roll?
The invisibility, it's still just a regular for now.
Okay. And Arcana.
Okay.
I don't know the magic, I just take it.
Thankfully, somebody else on your little heist team here is in on making sure that you don't accidentally trip one of the alarms that you nearly set off, because many different alarms don't require visual calculus to be able to identify properly. There is a small golem there as well that looked like it was about to sound off some kind of alarm, but you were able to get the drop on it and disable it. And then you were able to open up the safe where there were some magic items available. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see which items you might get. The shopkeeper doesn't have too many things that are of note. Most of them are just uncommon things which you already have enough money to just kind of purchase on a whim anyway. But you do manage to grab a hold of some boots of speed.
Some boots of speed. Those are pretty good items.
You can attempt to pilfer another one, but already there seems to have been some disturbing noises on the outside. Your companions are telling you.
Disturbing noises on the outside. Okay.
Would you like to continue trying to steal more?
Let me double check one of my toys really quick here. Particularly the Ring of Shadows. I need to be out of sight for that one. And as it seems, a lot of things are able to see me even though I'm invisible, which I'm a little miffed about, but it is what it is.
Alright, shall you continue attempting to pilfer?
Yeah, let's keep pilfering.
Alright, you pilfer some more, and more and more. You go ahead and manage to find a Cloak of the Bat.
Cloak of the Bat. Okay, so we have Boots of Speed, Cloak of the Bat. Okay. How is the status from my partners on the outside?
They're taking a look, and they see that there appears to be some people heading toward the entrance. They are already making their escape.
Okay, time to go. I will go ahead and use my Ring of Shadows to peer into the shadow of one of my compatriots who is running away.
Alright, and the heist is a success. You escape and nobody will ever know.
Okay, so I got Boots of Speed and Ring of the Bat for that, or is that just what we're selling pretty much?
Yeah, that's what you got. Like, that's what you stole.
Nice.
Along with some other uncommon items, which it's like not that much.
Okay, let me take a look at these items really quick here.
Next up, is Sir Jacob.
Oh, that's me. You already know what's up. I'm heading to the tavern to see what we missed while we were in that book. What's up? What's going on? What's the deets? Get a feel of the pulse, and I don't know what else.
How do you do,
But
fellow kids?
What up, fellow kids?
How you be do, fellows?
Boy. Yeah.
It's your boy, Jacob.
I didn't think they knew it was your boy, so that's why I had to announce it, you know?
You had to let them know that it was your boy. Otherwise, how would they know it's your boy?
How would they know it's your boy? Exactly.
Truly.
That's exactly right. And with that metaphysical sort of gem, I start my my act. Really, I'm just trying to figure out what the library gossip is while we were away. You know, what's going on here. I'm
Alright.
also performing and socializing and all that jazz. G-A-Z-Z, as the kids call it.
You're introducing jazz to them.
Mm-hmm.
You like jazz?
Yeah, I'm scatting on the stage.
Alright, you go ahead and go ahead and make a performance check and an investigation check.
Perform. Investigate. Phoenix, you taking notes, buddy? This is how it's done.
You put up a nice performance, and Aaron, some people have even traveled from outside of Candlekeep to here and provide you some tips. You managed to earn a solid, including some nobility. You managed to get 2,000 gold pieces, but so enamored are you in your very successful enterprise and success here, you may have accidentally forgotten the whole reason you're performing in the first place. You kind of got a little too into it.
What's that reason again?
Oh no.
You get a tip off that there's a certain type of mushroom that grows in the forest. You don't even know if it's accurate or not. Might not even be real.
You gotta coast on the vibes, you know?
Oh my god.
Ash, your extended rest is up.
Yes, I would like to, I think, head over to the Pillars of Pedagogy and finally start my peer-reviewed journal.
It's time to allow other people to understand your brilliance.
We're gonna call it Arcana.
I
Peer
probably
reviewed.
should have mentioned this earlier, but in case any of you guys were interested in utilizing Phoenix's investigation for your own backstory stuff, feel free to ask Phoenix. Anyways, I'll leave it at that.
Cool.
Okay, you gotta write a journal now, huh?
Yeah, well, it's going to be peer-reviewed submissions, so people who wish to publish their research.
Wait, have you already written it then?
Oh, no. It's so you create a journal, you put out into the lay people, professors, students, whoever, that you've got a new journal. They should submit to you, and then it gets peer reviewed, and then you publish it, and then you make money, and then it gets higher impact, and then you get more people publishing, and you promote science.
So
Very
wait, it's just a magazine?
It's a journal. That's sorry. In science terms, that's what they're called. Are journals like Science and Nature, or like like the journal of like, you know, it's like the New England Journal of Medicine, or like Journal of like Nature Methods, or Journal of like Nanomaterials, or that's what they're called. They're like magazines, yes, but they are journals.
Okay, so they're magazines that have a whole bunch of
Articles, scientific articles. Yeah.
Okay, let me see. This is mostly the writing portion. I'm trying to think about... Oh, I know what check that would be. Hold on. And what was the topic?
I'm going to just call it Arcana, is going to be the name of the journal. All the high impact ones just have like straight up one word names like science or nature or Arcana. And, wait, what was the question?
What's it about?
It's going to be about groundbreaking research related to arcane advancements.
What do you mean by arcane advancements?
I mean, what do you think most wizards are out there doing? They're like in their like laboratory trying to figure out, you know, it's like Mordekaiser, like new ways of creating spaces, like interdimensional travel. Oh, I studied this demon, like that kind of thing, whatever else. And here are my findings. And occasionally you get the good stuff, like somebody publishes their findings and then somebody counter publishes to be like, your findings suck, mine are better.
Alright. Let's go ahead and see how well this works out. Go ahead and make an Arcana check and also wait, this is informative, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That changes the other check I was thinking of.
What was that roll? Holy fuck. Oh, God.
A 2 is a 12.
I have proficiency in Arcana, and I
Expertise, actually.
too.
Unlucky.
That's expertise, my friend.
I mean,
That's expertise.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell? Oh, we're off to a good start tonight.
You hate
Well,
it.
what is informing people but a different kind of argument? Make a persuasion check.
All right. Let's see. Oh, cool. I have no modifiers for that. What are these rolls?
This is your first time getting
Murdered,
this is the first time really getting, you know, thoughts to paper in such an extended form.
Yeah, it's
but
a new journal. I gotta get people to buy in. It's gonna take some time.
Yeah, you got the rough draft, but you're reading it over. You haven't even really submitted it to anyone yet. You're just looking at it and you're like, I could do so much better than this.
Yeah, for real.
And so, thus, the week ends with a rough draft finish, but some editing and some spit shine needed on this submission before you go and let the world see it. On the bright side, while you were out and about just kind of mailing around your day, you have heard some whispers in the wind about a professor who has been potentially experimenting with soul magic.
Oh.
But it's kind of a taboo subject, so some people are kind of hish-hush about it.
I would like to then go to Phoenix and his investigative services and ask if he can help determine the truth behind these rumors and who this person might be.
You're asking me to investigate this mysterious soul
magic person.
soul magic researcher. Is that my understanding?
Correct. If you have time only. If you are busy with other things, I completely understand. Wow, what's happening? Oh, Phoenix's office. Here we go. Whoa. All right.
Yeah, you see Phoenix like, no, looks like because you are a fellow colleague, I will not charge you for my services. By all means, I will investigate these rumors. Watsar, we have a job to do. I'm assuming you're asking this at the beginning of the week, so Phoenix has time to take care of the task.
Yeah.
Very good, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You must be Miss Ash?
Yes. I have heard that you are helping Phoenix with his investigations.
Yes, I've also managed most of the paperwork around here on a regular basis while Sir Phoenix is out on the tasks alongside you. They tell me much about your time. They hold you in high regard.
Oh. Well, I try my best, but I am no master of investigations as you or Phoenix are. So I must defer to your expertise.
Nonsense. You're Your proficiency in Arcana far exceeds my own. I trust you and far more in terms of the magical nature of things than I do myself. But
Much
we have a
appreciated.
job to do, Watsar.
Speaking of magic, before we leave, what's with the kitty widget? It follows and always like barks like a little dog.
Oh my god.
I like to imagine it was like in his lap while he was sitting in the chair.
We could bowl it up, sir. That would be most effective.
No. I suppose it following us, knowing what we do will be a great opportunity for it to learn.
Very well. I'm telling you, we do need a name for it at some point.
That will come at another time. Alright. And I guess this is where, if you want, this is where Phoenix can take care of his week's investigation into these rumors.
Alright. The Phoenix Detective Agency heads off. Go ahead and make your investigation check, and also, this time, this is going to take a little bit more than just searching. It's going to involve a lot more of, talking with people.
Let's go!
So, persuasion is going to be your best bet here as well.
Alright, I have expertise on both. Let's go. Investigation.
Nice.
Persuasion.
Damn.
An 18 on both. Jeez.
The kitty widget is actually helping your investigation in this case, as it allows you to, as you're approaching people, you make them feel more comfortable around you. As they see it and are like, oh my god,
It's so cute.
what is this?
They're more willing to talk.
It's a conversation.
You and What's are able to leverage this as a constant icebreaker as you're approaching people. As you're like, excuse me, could we have a moment of your time? And then the kitty widget like almost like goes up to the person and just like does a little crackle with its tail.
Does something cute.
Walter, it's always like a 3-part play you make that you kind of use lead after lead to kind of narrow things down. You find somebody, maybe who you haven't met before, they get interested by the kitty widget. Walter starts off asking, "It is quite peculiar, isn't it? We recently acquisitioned it. Though, while you are here, could we have just a moment of your time?" And that's when Phoenix takes over to ask the questions as well right afterward. Every time it's like a 3-hit attack.
They're like, Watsar breaks the ice, and then Phoenix gets right to the questions and be like, I'm investigating a certain rumor that I've been hearing about recently about a certain professor working on some soul magic. By any chance, have you heard of it?
Initially, the leads you find seem a little bit on the smaller side, but over time, eventually, you're able to find somebody that knows something as they go ahead and tell you a little bit about what they know. Yeah, it's actually not that uncommon for professors around to be working on things that may be that little bit unconventional, right? That's why a lot of people get here. You know how easy it is to find private rooms here at Candlekeep? It's so easy, man. You literally fill out a form and they just kind of give you one. Like it doesn't even matter. They don't even make you pay for it.
And by any chance, have you? So I guess the Phoenix knows that this is like some mysterious rooms, and Phoenix has been in at least the this part of the building of Candlekeep for a very, very long time. With his keen mind, he's like maybe trying to remember maybe like either a laboratory that's been around, maybe trying to like super unscrupulous. To see, maybe in the back of his mind, does he know of any such thing that may fit the bill?
Looking in the back, definitely not. As the person continues, means that like you gotta be really careful when you get lost, but it also means that unless you know what you're looking for, it can be kind of hard, man. But here's what I do know. From the rumors I'm gathering, a lot of rats been disappearing around the forest lately. They say there's a man out there every now and then, not always, we've been going around and catching a lot of rats. Think it might be related to what you're talking about? Because the only reason you need rats is if you're practicing, like, some kind of new magic, but not just any magic. Because typically, if you need something, you could just use, like, what do we call it? Like, the university offers these, like, test dummies, right? Problem with the test dummies is they don't got souls in them. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking this man's doing some weird things of soul magic.
That may be the case then. Let me just check one thing. Knowing Phoenix, if by any chance going with this lead, I guess. If you use stuff like, let's just say, locate creature in the vicinity of this place, and locate creature goes pretty far, does it traverse through extra dimensional spaces?
It treats them as if you're just like a linear path toward it.
Yeah. So eventually, I guess if Phoenix knows the general layout, and does Phoenix know that this place has a rat problem on campus?
Not on campus, but off campus. There's plenty of rats in the forest.
Yeah. So if there's no rat problem, and if I were to use locate creature to say locate rats on campus, would it lead me to the direction of where Phoenix may be headed? May want to be considered heading.
Let me see the range on this thing.
1 second.
1,000 feet.
Yes.
We could certainly begin an investigation to see. But of course, the place is flippin' large.
Yeah.
It could take a while. It might not even happen.
Yeah. I'll take my chances.
Alright. Go ahead and roll a straight D100.
Alright, let's go. Let's see if I get lucky.
No.
Hold on.
Your efforts...
I forget. Are lows good in this scenario or highs better in this scenario? I always forget.
I always treat highs as the
All right.
amount.
So I rolled terrible then. Got it.
You managed to find a den of rats that they had found in extra-dimensional space that nobody had traversed in a really long time. Like you're finding sections of Candlekeep that you're sure nobody's been into for like over a decade.
Oh my god. Phoenix is just like, these places need to be cleaned. As he's looking to Wansar.
Yeah, here's how you can kind of think about it. Like you'll like your traversal, you'll find like a hallway, and it has like a door. So you enter there, and it leads into like another hallway, of which there's like like it leads into a room. And when you go into this room, it was connected to a separate hallway at one point, which leads to like another place, which leads somewhere else. Each of which have their own hallways connected into them. All of which have doors that sometimes lead into more hallways and other doors. If you're not careful, it can get really easy to get lost forever.
It would be very disorienting, I imagine.
It would be. But you know exactly which way you went.
Exactly.
It would be.
Would be. Phoenix, however, is immune to being disoriented of any kind, thanks to keen mind.
Thus ends the investigation.
All right. Well, Phoenix is gonna probably continue his investigation at a later date, but for now, that will be his week's action, I guess.
Zasi, what are you up to for this week?
Sashi.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear my name. I am going to spend the week searching like through like reading books, doing research, trying to find ways to improve my abilities.
Oh, more in your fire magic. Okay, I remember last time you got a bonus that lasted until now. Okay. You go ahead and let me see something.
I wonder why the music cut off. Weird.
As music stops.
I raised it and lowered it and started it again, but I was.
Oh yeah, I'm not having problems.
You go ahead and begin your investigation, Zashi, to see what you're able to find. Go ahead and make an Arcana check and an Investigation check, the 1-2 combo.
Some nice rolls.
At least somebody's having nice rolls.
Several of us have had pretty bad rolls.
So you're investigating a bit, and so you regain that same bonus you got last time, which I think was you have a +2 bonus to all your fire spells, right? Like in terms of their damage. But while you're also looking, right, you're trying to see if there was some other way you could enhance your fire even further, even beyond what you have currently. And something stands out to you. Something definitely stands out to you. While you're busy researching, you find a book about the theoretical possibility of changing the fundamental nature of a spell. See, the problem with a lot of things, even your own magic that changes the damage of stuff, is that fundamentally that spell is what it originally was. A radiant damage spell, for example, is fundamentally a radiant spell, even if you change its damage typing to fire. But you find a book published by someone that suggests that maybe this doesn't have to be the case. Maybe there is a way to change the nature of a spell, as it were. And that might be able to change how the spell functions. Alterations to spells are common throughout magic, but none quite to this extent. But you won't have enough time to finish parsing it or kind of figuring out theoretical from practical application by the end of the week.
Neat.
And finally, Ash, you're up.
Okay, I already went, but I can go again.
Oh. Ashera, you're up.
Yeah, I don't know why it still has that character name, but yeah, Maishra. I don't know how to update it in that thing, unfortunately.
Maishra?
Okay, Maishra
You're up.
is playing with the little mechanical kitty, which a lot. She's mostly having it like perched on her shoulder while she goes around. She's got 2 things she wants to do. First, she's going to see if there's like a medical tent or like hospice area that she can help in. And while she's there, she's going to see if she can find medical text on bloodline or magical inheritance kind of deals, like inheriting magical abilities.
Hold on, give me a second. So before I continue parsing that, I need to change out my earbud for a second.
You're good.
I just realized, did we
I was beginning to run out of power, and I forgot about that.
What was your question, Sarge?
skip Malarka?
Yeah, we haven't done
Yeah.
that.
Oh, the heck? I thought I was going down the row. I know why I got confused. That's because
I'm going next.
Oh, it's because Ash went right to Phoenix.
yes. That's how. So mentally, I lost track because of that. Malark will be next. So Maitra, you're looking for a place to help out at, and then also looking for what?
Research in regards to the passing down of magical inheritance.
There we go.
What do you mean by passing down a magical inheritance?
I think
Eugenics.
probably like sorcerers.
So similar to sorcerers, but also related to like the mark of healing that she has, and anything else that shows up that is passed down through generally bloodlines, but inherited magically mostly. Like how she was born with the mark of healing versus someone who learns healing, kind of thing.
Okay. Go ahead and make a medicine check and also an investigation check.
So, medicine first, because she's actually good at that shit.
Hey,
Let's
that's
go.
a good roll.
And
Let's
investigate
go.
his ass.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Maestro, your services,
Wait.
your services are useful. You don't have enough spell slots to help everybody all the time, but you do have enough working medical knowledge that you don't necessarily need magic for every single little ailment you come across. Your knowledge of medicinal herbs and application of pharmaceutical practices has made you a valued contributor over near the temples where most of the medical, basically Candlekeep's medical bay, as it were. Their hospital is around the temple area. Your help is greatly appreciated, and you're paid nicely for your services with 1,000 gold pieces.
Oh,
You also find that you are blessed having been helping other people, and your own healing magic has improved as well. All your healing has improved, so it now heals by 3 more until your next rest, like extended rest.
okay.
That being said, you got so invested in helping people and all these people who were saying thank yous and really like, you really changed my life and you helped me so much, and I'm so glad that you're here. You forgot the reason you were doing this in the first place.
yeah, with a fucking 2 and a -1.
Every time.
Jacob heads there for a stomachache at one point, but there's no relationship at all here that happened in the
Like,
end
might be
results.
Walking out into the woods looking for mushrooms.
No, you found the mushroom, you ate it, and that's why you're here.
Ah.
Not like this.
I suppose this is why Ash asked Phoenix to help with the investigation.
I would say I know my strengths and weaknesses, but apparently only my weaknesses today.
Tragic.
Malarka, what are you up to?
I guess I will be going. After having read the book about the tailoring stuff and fashion and whatnot, further trying her hand at following the instructions in the book and checking out how far she's getting over at the tailors, the clothiers.
Bum bum. It's been several It's been several weeks since you've last attempted to do this in Candlekeep time. Remember, time is going quite fast in the books compared to outside of them, or vice versa. It's really hard to tell whether or not it's fast in the books or it's just slow out here. But it's time to try again. You return and they somewhat recognize you, but you're not here to be recognized. You're here to be recognized. Let's see these new checks, and the DC is lower than it was previously. I think it was what checks was it? It was like using the Coiffeur's tools, and was it persuasion? I want to say it was persuasion.
I don't know what I checked last time because I didn't have Clothier's tools last time.
Let me see if I got this working right.
So that would be something that I have now after purchasing them.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if Coiffeur's tools I'm thinking of. Or was it Weaver's tools? It was Weaver's tools. That's what they were. Weaver's tools. And Right, it was persuasion, because I think you're trying to persuade them to, take you on. The quotes you create are an act of persuasion in themselves.
A 1 is 11 healing. Wow.
Alright, so we will roll persuasion. I've rolled worse. And where are my Weaver's tools? Inventory. Roll. Not bad.
Okay, hold on. You go in with historical knowledge now on your side, and also your own sensibilities to guide forward the world of fashion. You go in and make a good effort, and they investigate your craftsmanship very thoroughly. They're not instantly rejecting you, as they had in the past. Thus is the story of how you have been hired to repair the clothes, which is a start. You gotta get your foot in the door somehow. But you clearly seem competent enough now that they believe that you would be useful in being able to mend a quite extraordinary amount of clothing they have to do fix up on a regular basis, especially the students.
Hey, repairs.
It's a start.
It's a start.
We're in the box.
You are, of course, paid for your wages.
We're in the clothier's version of the mailroom.
Yep, and you receive 1,000 gold pieces as your wage to start off with for this week.
Nice.
Not bad for a low end. That's not bad.
There's a lot of students that need their clothes repaired, and it's helping you gain experience too.
I don't think I have proficiency with it.
Fortunately, leave of absences at any moment are pretty common in Candlekeep. So even though you are being hired, you'll be welcome back as soon as you get the opportunity. The climate, the culture around here accommodates people being really flexible with scheduling like this. Thus, you all finish your extended rest.
Would I have
Nice.
would I have time to like search for Quill and either thank him and or ask for like volume 2?
And you all search for Quill and you find them without any issue. They're still in the tavern.
He's either super hard to find or super easy.
Mr. Quill, Mr. Errant Quill, I must say, I am quite appreciative of that book you had given me a while back. Things are working out for me now. A little bit.
Oh, this is fantastic to hear about. What was it really that you felt really made the biggest difference in how you approached the task?
You could say, I tried really hard, even putting some blood, sweat, and tears, mostly blood, actually, into my work.
Mostly blood.
Yeah, it turns out, I just needed to know a little more history about all of it, since I'm relatively new to it all, I suppose.
And ultimately, that is somewhat what the difference was. At first, you wanted something, but you had yet not put in enough of the requisite work, the requisite blood, as you might have said, into it first. And I suppose more literally in your case, it is only after you went and after it with full grit and determination and an unwavering spirit did things finally change. Truly, I do believe that is almost like the motto here at Candlekeep, that it should be in your life. That the things that you want are the things that you can always achieve as long as you put in enough effort and determination to it. Let that lesson continue on forward and bring you to even further success.
Speaking of further success, I don't suppose you have any more recommendations for continuing my fashion education?
While I don't have that knowledge off the top of my head per se, I know quite a bit about a number of things, but tailoring is not one of them. I have several connections, so give me a little bit of time, and I'm sure I could go and ask a friend of mine.
Take your time, my friend. I appreciate your efforts.
And to yours as well. To see such growth in such a short amount of time is always... There is nothing that warms my heart more. Thus ends the week at Candlekeep.
Excellent.
Yep, I guess at the end of the week, Phoenix returns back to the front of the Emerald Gate, or the Emerald Door, as he proceeds to wait for his comrades.
Layla comes in with a shiny new cloak and some boots.
Where'd you find
Don't worry
those?
about it. Yeah.
I found it.
Would you like to know, Weather Boy?
Speaking of, it's never rained here, has it?
No.
That seems like an oversight.
No.
Hold on.
Maybe it's just always raining when we're in the books.
Oh, there we go. I feel like there was a dust storm, but it was like localized, like outside. That was kind of weird.
Days when it's
Entirely localized in this kitchen.
Yep. Can I see it? Nope.
On days that it does rain, Maev is a little more free to swimble around outside of the bathhouse.
Give me a second. I do have to make it a little darker to indicate that it's raining.
There's
There we go.
my favorite invertebrate.
So true, bestie.
Your favorite invertebrate.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that to spawn up from the top of the map. The black clouds.
Spectacular.
Although the rain is a little hard to see. Hold on. Maybe I just need to...
You
I
make
see it
thicker.
fine.
Yeah, I think I can increase the what's called the scale of it. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
That's a bit better.
It's raining.
It's pouring.
Feel the rain on your skin. No.
Why is it that when I'm looking at this, I hear the Terraria rain music?
I'm
Just me?
thinking of the my mind's going to like Persona 4. That song is a complete bop.
Thus, you end up finding yourself heading into Candlekeep's Great Library once more,
Oh, let me
where it is not raining.
give myself a long rest here.
You go ahead and pull. You go ahead and pull open Candlekeep. Not Candlekeep. The Canopic Being yet again. And as you're flipping the pages, who's the one who's usually flipping it?
Ash. Pretty big.
Ash, flipping through, you would be the one to notice this most extensively. Something is up, as the length of the book has changed since the last time that you were reading it. As you flip over to chapter 3 and you're about to head into chapter 4, you notice that you are close to the end of the book.
It appears that the book has yet again shortened.
Oh, interesting.
Should we be concerned with that?
Oh, Jacob, you need to hit the long rest.
Long.
No, I
rest,
think
long
he's fine.
rest. I was busy doing mushrooms. But thank you, I forgot to click that button.
I
suppose
thought you were above the uses of drugs, Jacob. I am quite excited to hear about this.
Well, I was
Why would
told
anyone
from
be?
people in the library that it opened your mind to more senses than just the ones. I didn't realize it was hallucinogens. Really, the guy was quite persuasive.
Yeah, everyone's here. I love how everyone's double digits, getting close to triple digits, and then there's Malarka with 150 fucking HP.
Barbarian, I tell you what.
Indeed.
Well, I suppose we have no other choice but to maybe try finishing the book. It's concerning that it seems
Otherwise,
too hasty of an end, I feel.
otherwise we would have to perhaps go back to prior chapters and change our choices. I don't know.
Well,
Possibly.
that
when did you guys
affect
notice
our-
it shortening?
It was before we entered the last chapter, right?
So before I
Indeed.
showed up,
I suppose one thing to bring up that we should not forget is that trapped within this book still are Morik and Little One. Perhaps in particular, I think of Morik, who confessed to us he was trapped in Chapter 1 because he kept dying in there. Perhaps if at some point we went back and felt strong enough to take on the purple worms with Morik, we could, well, see what happens if we are able to retrieve him or not.
That is a possibility.
Is a possibility because unlike Little One, he did retain his memories, so perhaps his situation is a little bit different.
Mork did in fact retain his memories, unlike our other previous comrades who had no idea that they were still in a book.
And we
Wait,
remember him fine.
Wait. Yeah, that's a little concerning, actually. Are we
Well-
sure he wasn't lying at that point when he said that?
I am
Why-
positive.
How would he have been able to lie? But also,
Oh,
yes,
no.
what Phoenix said.
I don't...
And also, we remember him. Like everyone, his family remembers him, but people are starting to forget Little One.
Indeed.
yeah, you've
Well-
mentioned like 2 other people other than Little One that have been forgotten. Maiev was one, apparently. And what was the other one? You guys mentioned her.
Well,
And another one as well.
Maiev was not. Was she forgotten or simply?
I think she was
Transmuted.
simply turned into. She did not die in the book. She got turned into a creature in the book, which appears to be different.
Indeed.
Whatever the case, I suppose we should just try to see where this book leads us. I doubt we'll get the answers that you're looking for, but I suppose we'll be able to figure out what we need to change later.
I would hope so.
As long as the book
But
doesn't disappear upon completion.
True, or we are unable to enter it again. I think we should proceed to this chapter, but perhaps consider revisiting an early one in the future.
Yes, I agree.
Thus, you flip open to chapter 4, and once again find yourself embroiled within a dust storm of sand, the sounds of a train coming to a complete stop. Give me just a second. Yeah, of course. Every single time.
Oh, there we go.
Mine's
Okay,
still
give me a
loading.
sec.
I'm still
Yeah, give me a second. I always have to remember to disable the thing.
Those are some angry
that
looking
explains it.
camels.
Their
Goodness.
camels are fucking pissed.
Sorry, give me a second. I know what just happened. Alright, there we go. Sorry, I was fixing some things. You arrive from the train here into what you can now recognize is the town of Tashluda. Let me go and get Valen here. And as soon as the place lands, you do notice that the woman on board, not really acknowledging your presence or anything that happened, just heads off into the town.
Later, lady.
The first thing I noticed was the fact that the train looks a little bit on fire. Maybe we destroyed it a little too hard.
I think it's just us. I think it's just
Is
the
this
smoke.
is this like a public safety concern or anything, or like is this gonna like explode?
What?
So
What?
two
Explode.
things that Phoenix is going to quickly look for. He's going to look for his criminal, or his prisoner, I guess. And two, he's going to look for the ticket stand of this Tashluta for the next train ride.
Alright, let me get Zikron down. Bam. HP down. You're looking for the ticket stand, but the conductor actually is one of the people who heads on out there. As the conductor, as everything is on a complete stop. Hey, look, man. I know I maybe did some things that I wasn't supposed to, but I really do appreciate what you did for me. So, if you need anything, you know, let me know. Train's at your service. I can always make flexibilities to the schedule as needed.
Phoenix looks at him, but you're not the actual conductor.
Look, I'm enough of a conductor that I get on their payroll, alright? Isn't that good enough?
He does get paid to conduct.
He's also technically in their books.
Yeah.
He
They're like,
did drive the
Phoenix is-
train once.
Phoenix is
of the month.
squinting at the man. Is he speaking the truth at least?
Yeah. Look, just because I didn't pass an interview, and just because I might not have gone through the whole process, doesn't mean that I'm not actually conducting the train.
Him to stop talking.
James, you're good man, you're good.
They do interpret your signal appropriately and just give
Like
you an okay
shaking my
symbol.
hand across my neck, like no.
I believe at that point, Phoenix, it's more of a fault of the company rather than our employee here.
Here's what you can do as a favor for me. I want you to give 8 free tickets to the 8 next individuals that wants to ride the train.
You got it, boss. It'll be a few days before we actually head out, but I'll be sure to put it on my notepad right here. So how will you see it? It's happening. See? Give me a notepad on me. 8 free tickets. Next people
Done.
from the officer. There we go. It's real now.
Phoenix continues to squint at him. But we'll stop. As next, if you can tell me where the Phoenix is like looking around the local outpost for this. As you start shaking Zekron.
Oh yes. If you need if you want, actually, if you have things to do, I can go ahead and just get the officers directly over here. I can just call them over.
Do so, please.
All right, you got it. Give me a moment. And you just hear on the like an announcement from the train. Excuse me. We require some officers for an apprehended suspect over at the front of the train.
Do we
Oh,
really?
Nothing major.
Disguises?
He's not a suspect anymore. He's an old criminal at this point.
He's a convict.
He's graduated.
Are we still in our disguises?
I mean, we never really. put
Yeah,
them
yeah,
on,
you're
so
so under disguises.
Yeah.
We have our false
They're
names.
just names changed.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah.
for Phoenix,
Dude,
whose name
did
is just
we-
spelled differently.
Phoenix is just Phoenix. Said
Well, how
spelled
do I
differently.
change the token thing? The alternate.
An individual that is an officer shows up. There's not much about them that indicates that they're an officer compared to everyone else. Their clothing is only just a slightly different color compared to the other residents. As they look over at Zikron.
This criminal is under arrest for first-degree murder, destruction of property, creating and utilizing prohibited weapons, resisting arrest, and as well as an assault on an officer.
Do you have any witnesses?
We all raise our hand, I feel like.
Valen telepathically communicates with all of you. It is probably not wise to go directly to the station. We don't need our identities being interrogated.
I'm gonna try and pretend to be like a passenger, just happen to be nearby.
Oh, that didn't work.
Like, oh my god! Like, it was such a horrible. Yeah, I can only imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
Bach May actually interjects at this point. I can offer as a witness. I saw the entire thing. I believe my companions here have somewhere else that they need to be going. As I give you a wink.
I did us a solid. Nice.
Liliana will wink back. He's been in this business.
Let's go.
Before they take Zekron, Phoenix will place normal manacles and take back his extra dimensional manacles back.
And you can already hear Bach May speaking of about the situation, being like, really, everybody here that you see over there is in the clear about everything that's already happened.
About everything that's already happened.
All right, I guess that take care of all that Phoenix wanted to take care of, which was
Slightly
the
ominous.
paying for everyone's tickets as well as leading the criminal to justice.
That art you have of Maisha's really cute. I just really appreciate. I just appreciate the eyebrows a lot.
Oh, Nezumi? The Nezumi token?
Yeah, it says Maisha, but I think I forgot your moniker here is Nezumi.
Nezumi.
Let me fix that in this token.
It fixed mine as well.
Well, I should be able to resupply now. I should have. Oh. You don't say that when they cough that blood came out, but rather they spewed some dust out.
Oh.
Nice.
Are you okay, Valen?
Yes, that's not normal though.
Can Nezumi make a really quick medicine check? See if she can figure out what the fuck is up.
Valen will allow you to, yes. Go ahead and make a medicine check. Yeah, you're investigating about to see if there's anything wrong with them, like with their biology. You have them open their mouth, you check the inside on everything too. You go in and check around some of the other areas as well, and let me check something else. You do have Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
Looking around a bit, you already know that their arms and legs are constantly in a state of dust. You're beginning to look inside their mouth and can see that parts of their mouth seem like they have started to degenerate into dust as well. Your diagnosis is that their mummy rot is beginning to worsen.
Oh, this is not good. Your mummy rot is worsening. Do I have...
Oh yeah, we experienced the mummy
rot
rot.
is a disease. Yeah,
It's a curse, actually.
a curse. Okay. Would you like me to see if I can take care of that for you?
I don't think that could be taken care of by traditional circumstances, or would have been handled already. That's kind of what we're here for, isn't it?
Fair enough.
Perhaps she can at least alleviate some of the symptoms before it gets worse.
I'm not opposed to trying.
Um,
Well, your medical experience has always been highly welcome, Nezumi. It feels funny calling you by a different name.
Oh yes. Given I rolled a 28, should I roll an Arcana check to see if a restoration, cure wounds, or remove curse would work best to help?
Remove curse would, if it does anything, would be your best bet.
Okay, I can definitely go ahead and let me double check their scaling. Nope. So yeah, remove curse. Targeting Valen. Doop.
And so you see that I feel a little bit better. Thank you. Of course, you notice that their arms and legs haven't returned or anything. In the meantime, let's get everybody to the usual hideout, so that way you won't have to worry about being spotted out here. We don't want to risk somebody recognizing any of us.
Oh, of course not.
Ah, yes, the usual.
As
Just
Valen
keep an eye on Valen. Just as a medical professional, making sure nothing gets worse.
they go ahead and start leading
This
you.
token, gosh.
You're going out and taking a look, and one thing becomes pretty clear, by the way. This is an oasis, in case the map didn't make that clear. This is an ocean.
Oh.
Dope.
You look out. Yeah, you look out and see the ocean out in the distance, and boats and harbors. This city is massive and on the coast of the continent.
Ocean man, take my time.
Phoenix is like, I'm getting sick and tired of oceans.
Tell
You
me about
think
it.
if we set out to sea from here, we'll find out that big shark thing we're trying to kill later?
God.
Crossover episode.
We're trying to avoid the shark, remember? We didn't actually sign up for it.
You pointed out that there's a statue there. You're looking over at that. It looks like a stone golem of some kind, and some kids are playing with it, and it's playing with them. Which, by the way, if your Arcana knowledge, that's not normal. Stone golems don't do that.
This is.
I think Layla's had to avoid enough sentry golems to know that's not normal.
Odd.
Is that safe? The golems.
Remember?
Who?
Like before she tries to say it out loud to Valen, remember, we're supposed to be privy to most of this stuff.
Oh, right.
You.
Sorry, what was that?
It doesn't take long for you to be able to reach your hideout.
Our hideout.
Give me a second.
I know.
I do not own any token of other mind. Oh
Poor
shit.
Phoenix. Poor Phoenix is suffering right now.
Ooh, Kire.
You just dropped the key in. Like it took me a moment.
It's pretty okay.
I know, but I was just like, wait a minute, I know that word.
Oh, I see why it didn't work. Okay, there we go, fixed. So you arrive into what appears to be like a building, a section of the city that has plants everywhere.
Could certainly get used to a place like this.
This place is nice. Still, up to this day, it remains an ill-visited section of the city. We should be hey here.
Ah,
I just realize I shouldn't have concentration on greater invisibility right now.
So I suppose we'll try to gather our supplies and use this as our base of operations.
Precisely. And it shouldn't take too long. I'll be going out into the city to do most of the shopping for us. So you don't have to worry too much about the specifics of that. I know where to get the best deals around here without giving us away.
Fantastic.
well, if we can all spare an hour, I've got something that I believe would be useful for everyone.
Hmm?
Oh, what is that you have planned?
Tell me what you got.
I can create a magical feast. Takes about
Say no more.
an hour to eat, but it provides
Heroes
significant
feast?
benefits. Yes.
Oh
Nice.
Provides
man,
significant benefits for about a day.
Had me at feast.
we're living the life, guys.
This is what happens when you have a healer in the party.
I bet the other group doesn't have a feast.
I bet they don't. Those idiots. No,
Does that sound good to everyone here?
Oh, my enthusiasm is plastered all
Would it-
over.
Would it be alright to have it out here? It seems like a lovely day out.
Any objections? Valen, care to join?
Yeah, we're not in any particular rush. It'll be several days until we can return back over to the depot, so we can take our time.
Phoenix has maybe been watching Valen since he's basically been with her for a very long time at this point. Or has at least seen her during the brief periods of time. How fast does it seem like her mummy rod is progressing? Does it seem like they have days?
They've been perfectly fine until now. Their mummy rod's been completely dormant. Pretty much for the last bit of time that you've been together, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only right now that it seems like it's suddenly escalated.
Have you seen any other sudden escalations like this before? Or only now?
Was that the question directed at Val, or was that directed
Yeah,
at
that was directed at Valen.
I'm certain that I should have had several more months before anything further worsened. So it does strike me as odd, but hopefully it's just a one-time occurrence. And so we don't have to worry too much about it. Let's not stress about this.
I'd like to ask Valen about ultimate goal, because we've gotten now several of these gems of Azumar, and how many more are needed, or what type, and how do they essentially piece together to help her?
Well, I suppose now is a good time to revisit things. Well, finally it's somebody else cooking for once and not me. So here's the layout once more. We've already found a few of these, and now that we finally have had them after that a very fortunate encounter, really. You got it from hyenas, right?
Purple worms, more precisely.
Oh, you're right.
No,
you're
she's
right.
talking about the first one. But
Oh.
yes, that
Wasn't the first one from Purple Worm?
it was indeed from a purple worm. But we didn't tell her that we got attacked by a purple worm.
Ah, right. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
If I recall, the order of events was you got it from a purple worm, revisited chapter 1, and then handed a gem over without ever actually having technically been attacked.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
We were attacked by hyenas, so that's as much as they know. And then later we got attacked
Yeah.
by a purple worm, and we got another one.
Yep.
Give me a second. Alright. Well, that chance encounter made all the difference. Now that we know where all of the pieces of these gems are, once we can put them all together, then we're able to use them to be able to finally divine where the Nether Scroll of Azumar is. And once we have that, finally, I won't have to worry about the mummy rot anymore, and all of you will have treasure beyond imagination.
I'm back. I heard treasure will be at all imagining. Let's go.
Who
About
rolls for the 2d2s? Or do we roll our individual?
the hero's feast. I thought normally the cleric rolls for it, and then we all get whatever the roll is.
I think technically it's just up to discretion. I think it is technically that a cleric is the one that rolls. Let me see. Oh no! If the creature is the one that's rolling, because the creature is the one that's consuming it.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
2d2
Yeah,
then.
unfortunately, I'm not sure if this counts with my Disciple of Life feature or the healing thing, because it's mostly
It does not.
HP increase.
Okay.
It's a hit point maximum increase. I guess technically, you also, if you were below your hit point maximum, you would also heal, and then also get the hit point max increase. But that seems like a really inefficient way of healing. So it's like, yeah, you heal for 30 and you get 20 max HP, but you were at full HP anyway. So.
I hit triple digits! Yay! Yeah. Valen gets some as well.
Yeah, I roll.
Right.
I get a +1 thanks to my aspect also. I got 4 plus 1.
It's kind of... I know this might sound weird, but after having home-cooked meals for so long, it's nice to have some magic meals for once. Does that sound strange? Is that weird? I feel that's a little weird.
No, not weird to me.
Okay, so you understand what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah,
So-
some variety is always useful. I'm not good at cooking myself, so something like this is amazing.
Well,
Oh,
you
sorry.
enjoy yourself, Valen. Apologies, but how many more gems do you think are left? And on that matter, not to bring up perhaps tense subjects, but with the deputy, how do you think he came into possession of that Emerald of Azamar?
They've already explained as such. He got it from the contact. What was it? The one who cannot be named. So the one who sees all or something like that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, this all-seeing eye. You must be talking about the all-seeing eye.
That is correct. The deputy explained to me when I apprehended him that's one of his contacts was telling him where to locate us when he attempted to apprehend us. When right after he explained that he bought the gem from a vendor here in Tashluta. Honestly speaking, I think that's a potential lead if such gems exist here in Tashluta.
I'd be surprised if there were that many here. It might have been a one-off occurrence. The all-seeing eye is where I initially went to university, in fact. So, throughout my years studying over there, I don't actually remember anything about the Azamar popping up very much. It popped up once, and that's how I found the initial lead, and... Well, this was all before I hired all of you, of course. I learned about Azamar sometime after I acquired the Mummy Rot. But that was also after I graduated, not when I was actually in the All-Seeing Eye, specifically. I mean, I wish I could simply head back in and ask some people around there, but I'm sure that they recognize me. I'm probably a little too old to be there anymore. Also, you know, and they hold their arms up. These might stand out a bit.
Probably someone else can go investigate for you.
Maybe. I mean, we do have a few days here. And I don't want you all to just stay cooped here the entire time. Y'all have told me multiple times about how dreadfully boring it gets to sit somewhere.
It is just like, wait, nothing. Like I don't remember speaking as such. By the way,
Well-
was there ever like any response to Phoenix's own note to himself that said, like I know who you are"? Other Phoenix ever write back?
You're looking over at it, right? And it looks like they started writing a story with that as the sentence starter. "I know who you are," the detective said as they entered into the saloon. "You can't hide from me anymore."
Phoenix is just like, oh god, no.
It's just a really short story about apprehending a criminal in a saloon.
Mm-hmm.
As everybody finishes up the feast. Oh, I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I think I'll wait a bit before heading to resupply.
Mm. And Nesmi is basically mothering her at this point.
In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can maybe find, or at least look into my deputy's contact. Maybe I can find some more information in regards to the gems. I'll try to be on the down low.
Alright, good luck out there. Remember, we are in hot territory right now, so and I also suggest this. Even if you get a lead that leads you over to, say, the police station or the All-Seeing Eye, try to stray away from them. They have divination magic at their disposal. And so while disguises are generally fairly good at being able to avoid detection by magic, since, shapeshifters, True Sight can let you be seen, but conventional disguises magic is usually fairly bad at being able to locate. Unless, of course, you were to walk directly there. Then it could detect you directly.
Phoenix is so hurt by this. You don't really want to go to places like that.
Alright, I'll be waiting. I'll be just sitting here for a bit, and when I'm up, well, I'll go and resupply for us. There's a lot that on my shopping list.
Then get some rest, Valen.
Did you perhaps need any assistance in shopping?
Maybe when I'm a little bit more well. I'd like to be there. Not to be offensive, Jacob, but sometimes you don't know which fruit to pick.
Listen, I always know.
Wait a minute, that was a Jacob talk.
That was Layla who asked that question.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you, Layla. Well,
Oh, okay.
remember the previous time with the bread? We don't need a repeat of that.
Okay, true.
Alright, that was a one-time thing.
2 times, thank you.
3 times.
Let's make sure it's a one-time thing.
Oh my goodness.
Our alter egos kind of suck.
What's wrong with guac?
That you find yourself back in Tashluda proper.
So Phoenix is going to start making his way towards town.
The existence of Tashluda proper implies the existence of Tashluda improper.
Yes.
Correct.
Tashluda is scandalous.
And Phoenix is actually going to be
Like this
using
thing.
this, I guess, mostly. Hold on.
Promiscuous.
I think it's yes. He's basically, with his watcher's eyes, paying attention to his surroundings to see if there's any sorts of officers of the law. And, so he's able to normally find local outposts or similar organizations, but he can also find the exact opposite.
Dens of criminal activity.
Yep.
I'm gonna check out this golem.
We're in the market, and markets imply wares that could be pilfered.
You take a look over at the stone golem ash, and you see that like there's a child or two that it's playing with. So like they're trying to hula hoop, right? And they've given a makeshift hula hoop made out of reeds over to the golem, which keeps trying and failing to do the motions required in order to hula hoop. And the children just keep laughing about it over and over again.
It's actually
I've never seen
quite
this
wholesome.
before. Yes, but golems do not normally. They do not behave like this. It's simply not how they're made.
The dog is not happy.
Sounds like a husky.
Can I discern anything about why this golem is like this? If it's different, anything about it at all?
You have Arcana expertise. Looking over at the golem, something that stands out to you is that the blue circle on its chest, you're looking at it, and the designs on it, and they seem like a compartment. There's probably something inside that's powering this golem in an unusual way. While you're pondering that, the golem looks over directly at you, Ash, and it waves.
I politely wave back.
You gain inspiration for that? No, just kidding.
So wholesome, right?
I was
This is
expecting
most-
you to say like the golem just like flips you off like.
Not like this.
The golem hugs you gently and suplexes you! No,
People's elbow,
Oh God.
and then the golem like removes its mask and it was actually the golem the whole time.
Oh my God. So was I.
their alter ego.
The golem is just like, "Gotcha, nerd," and just like runs away.
Yeah, truly.
Got your nose and your face to the ground.
I'm assuming Phoenix has reached the main marketplace.
Yeah, well, hold on. Ash, as you're,
Alright.
as the golem's waving to you, you see a child climbing onto it and, just get on its shoulder and just, like, kind of pat it on its head.
Very interesting. All right. Well, I take a few notes and then I continue after my companions.
It's just Gallia, leave him be.
Oh. Just have it.
The marketplace here is busy and full of individuals all over Faerun. People are constantly selling wares and shopping and haggling and otherwise just enjoying their life. You're keeping an eye out for any kind of, as you said, criminal activity, Phoenix, or a hotbed of some kind.
I would also like to just see if there's anything like maybe worth putting in my pocket when nobody else is looking.
Define worth.
I mean, based off of what Liliana's used to picking, like anything that looks magical in nature.
You're looking around, but everything here looks like a mundane wear.
Okay, that's all right. Probably shouldn't cause problems in the book. I'll just save that for real life.
Just because they're not magical doesn't mean they're not worth anything.
And
They are to when you can conjure a whole feast out of nothing.
it's like, listen, Mama needs a topaz annihilator, and those cost money.
We have a topaz annihilator at home.
A topaz annihilator at home, mundane musket.
While in the market, as we're going through, I would like to ask if there's any local, like clearly locals were passing by just about the golem. Like it's quite the marvel. Do you know anything about that golem the children play with, or who made it?
Oh, that golem that's over there? Oh, yeah, that's I think that's Pesh's, right? They go ahead and ask the king over here, hey, you know Pesh? He goes, yeah, I know Pesh. Yeah, Pesh, That's her golem, right? Yeah. Yeah, the golem's been here for a bit. You new here in town?
Yes, visiting, passing through, and I've never seen a golem like that before, is what I will say.
Yeah, neither have we. But you get used to it. Don't worry. It's harmless. Well, if it is harmful, nobody's ever seen it do anything harmful.
Yes, who is this Pesh you speak of?
Pesh, just they're like my cousin's dad's uncle's son, if I think. Everyone around here kind of knows each other. I can ask Pesh about it. You interested in like buying it or something?
Just speaking from one traveling inquirer to somebody who clearly has a spark of creativity.
All right. Well, I'll let Pesh know that you were talking a bit about it. I'm sure that they always get a kick when they hear that people are talking, asking about their golem. Told me they found it out in the desert one day.
Oh, well, I would love to hear the story from Pesh.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, take your time. I got some more fruit to buy.
All right, then I'll double back later. Thank you.
This fruit isn't gonna buy itself.
I mean, that's fair, right?
Yeah. Do you just getting his vitamin C?
Wait, Phoenix, your hunches. Not the train, no. You get over here and you look down this corridor right here, and you see that there is some would-be thief there, who looks like they would look like they're trying to sneak onto the train.
Phoenix is gonna like walk up behind him. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Oh, hey, I'm just admiring this train, man. Isn't it crazy that there's a thing that gets you from one place to another in such a short amount of time?
Phoenix is just like looking at him directly, like into his soul.
His ass.
He just like with his right hand starts tapping the little sheriff badge he has. And just shaking
Wait.
his head, though.
Are you wearing the sheriff badge openly on your disguise?
Oh, I mean,
Probably shouldn't.
probably shouldn't.
It's under the coat.
Yeah, actually, it'll be under his coat, so he'll just like flash the badge.
Oh, hey, I don't want no trouble, man. I'm just here. I haven't done anything.
You haven't done anything, and I hope you weren't planning on doing anything.
Oh, of course not. I've made good choices.
Never made
Poor
a bad choice
Steven.
once in my life.
Phoenix is gonna eye this individual up and down. Besides the potential bad choice he was trying to make earlier, he doesn't appear to be like armed or something.
Looking at them, no, they don't seem to be like armed or anything of the like. They stick out as being kind of young, actually. Like, maybe 16.
Son, or is it like boy? If I can ask you some questions.
If I won't get in trouble for it.
No, I suppose you won't. Phoenix is like, Phoenix is trying to figure out what was that guy's name again? The one that Bullseye was talking about. I know it's in the recaps. I need to find the recaps.
What? Sorry, what from Bullseye?
I know it's in one of the recaps in regards to when we captured Bullseye. It was something like the name of the individual. The one who sees a lot and leaves no tracks.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that sounds right. Okay.
Yeah, so Phoenix is going to inquire. By any chance, have you ever heard of someone by the name of the one who sees a lot and leaves no tracks?
It kind of seize up a little bit when you say that. Who's asking?
I guess Phoenix has to take the role of a criminal at this point, but he really doesn't want to.
You know, it's
You're
a hard life.
undercover. You're undercover.
Yeah, it's part of the. It's a hard life we lead, Phoenix. Pretending to be criminals.
Phoenix is well, hold on. He knows that he's technically, maybe by name, he's wanted. So maybe he can just not lie about this. He's like, Phoenix down, detective.
Wait, Phoenix? You're that Phoenix?
Phoenix doesn't respond, just keeps looking at him.
No way. I mean, to explain the badge, it's a genuine badge, man. What are you doing back in Tashluda? I thought you went on the run.
I need some information. Do you by any chance know where he is right now?
Yeah. You'll find him over at the saloon, I'm pretty sure. That's what I was there for anyway.
Good. I'll go see him. You didn't see me here.
Oh, I didn't see what? Yeah. Look at me. I don't see anything. Like, my eyes are closed. Look at that.
And,
See?
like before,
Closing my eyes.
Before, as Phoenix is walking away, Phoenix turns around, looks over his shoulder. If you want to get onto that train, there are 8 free tickets. Just get the first one.
Oh. Thanks.
Phoenix turns back to his comrade. I may have gotten us a lead with the with one of the important information brokers in this area.
Welcome back.
Give me just a moment. I'm just doing something. Okay, sorry, give me a second, I'm almost done.
Are you alright there?
These strength ability checks, though.
They're not doing great.
It's a hard knock life for us.
Imagine just like you're trying to like sexually like lift the jugs and just failing.
Roll strength to lift the jugs.
Yeah, Layla would probably be like over here.
Okay, where's the thing? Where's my thing? Give me a second while I get my thing.
Alright. Well, you certainly are putting the water in there. I don't know if that necessarily... I'm not sure if I'd pay 5 gold for that.
Would you pay 5 gold for something else?
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Like me just thinking about that, it's like, yeah, I probably would pay 5 gold for something else.
That something else is 2 jugs of water. Though
I don't think that
else.
I don't think that Layla needs 2 jugs.
Oh
Sure
god.
he has them.
Layla just is completely lost in her right now. It's like, oh, no, I'm good, I think.
Phoenix eventually returns to the
You're
party.
practically a fucking camel. Jesus Christ.
That's no way to talk to a lady. Oh, welcome back, Phoenix.
I like to think you heard the tail end of that conversation, but not much else.
Phoenix is just like, right. I may have gotten us a word in with one of the contacts of the other Phoenix.
Oh, well, that's certainly progress. So, where's our next destination then?
You said the saloon, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so apparently the person that we're looking for that we can get some good information from will probably be at the saloon.
A saloon. Well, probably could have just told you that from the get-go. What other hives would there be of scum and villainy than the saloon?
That's not always the case.
It's sort of the case like 90% of the time.
Either way.
Well, I could use a drink. All this dust has me parched.
Hold on, I got a drink for you right here.
Perhaps you could pay 5 gold for some water.
I am not paying 5 gold for some water.
Come on, look at it. That was almost a That's fine. I got this giant 5-gallon jug of water all to myself.
I guess with
Yes.
some walking around, are we able to find the saloon?
Yeah. You have to go a bit of a ways, right? Like, walk quite a bit through the city. Get the... Really kind of see the sights and feel the temperature around here. It's not as arid and dusty and oppressive as the desert was. It's actually kind of comfortable. Think California.
Thanks to that ocean nearby, I bet.
I was like, depends on what part of California.
The good parts.
So I was gonna say, like, you're in Bakersfield, you're like still suffering.
It's not Texas. That's kind of what I'm going for.
Gotcha.
Our weather is disgusting when it's wet.
It's really just disgusting in general. I mean, like, you know, like I've been a lot of places, and so you kind of get the mixture things. You got, you know, cold and not humid. You got places that are just like, you know, reasonably warm during the spring. Houston's like, hey, anytime the weather's nice, I'm going to make it not nice in some way. So you like how warm it is? That's great. It's humid.
Yeah. Let's say, like, Southern California, you know, for the most part, it's like pleasant. Then, like, when it gets like warmer, it's like drier than a mummy's fart.
Nice. Speaking of,
How's our friends looking? Yeah.
Oh no.
you go ahead and arrive over at the saloon.
Am I allowed to bring in outside beverages?
Sure.
You
Got
have
a lot of water.
you really doubled down on the water.
I'm carrying a 5-gallon jug
Oh my god.
Why?
because I drew it and no one wanted it, and I'm proving a point. And this water is so freaking tolerable, I guess.
Is
It's
that
not
a
really- it's not-
beholder with a hat?
That's a
And he has
beholder
a-
with that.
He has little hats on his dogs. Oh my god, I recognize this track.
I don't,
But it
'cause
hasn't
it's not playing
started
for
for
me.
me. Yeah.
It's
I
one
just
of my
realized I hadn't-
favorite tracks.
Alright, let me try it again.
The whole night.
Maybe
that
I just
make it
need
work?
to refresh.
I don't know. Yeah,
Maybe.
sometimes it's weird. It's
Sometimes
not
it's-
playing for me either.
sometimes I do that.
I'm hearing this in my brain just immediately going like, "Foul, Lenny."
I'll try reloading.
I'm hanging out in here for now on.
Huh. I've noticed that the tracks I chose for Tachilura are kind of on the quiet side in general. So I might need to just go in and manually fix them, each of them later.
I'm just adjusting the volume.
This one like ramps up too.
I got it.
Yeah.
It starts out quiet, then it picks up.
Yeah, I'll just have to manually fix that part later.
Can I bust through the door, Cowboys?
You can, and you do.
With your
You bust through by swinging both doors open. Nobody really pays any attention to you doing this, though.
I'm sure it's a common occurrence.
The pool table is currently being unused.
Wait, why did Ash say that?
Why did I say what?
Destruction of property.
I didn't say that. What the heck?
apparently
I
did
said that.
11 seconds ago.
My the tapes don't lie.
Who's being
Like to
able to
imagine
say
that-
things as me? That's very strange.
Imagine
That is
Ash
very
says-
strange.
Imagine Ash says destruction of property feet, you just turn your head.
I turned to Ash. You want a game?
Might as well. How the hell? Whom's is impersonating me? Okay.
An imposter. You had the demon inside you.
Oh God.
That's right. I haven't played Among Us in a long time.
Phoenix
That's
is
kinda sus.
looking around. Is there like it's like a den of criminals. Probably not, according to Layla. It is.
You look and everything clicks, Phoenix. The criminal is the beholder.
Oh my god.
Bartender
sure?
beholder.
Oh
I
no,
mean,
there's a
not to
really suspicious looking
stereotype,
cute girl
but,
over here that I should go talk to.
As you're also just kind of eyeing up the scene, Phoenix, just kind of looking about. Something, your instincts, like you know what criminal behavior looks like, and this guy over here. Something about him is giving you the heebie-jeebies.
Racially profiling the plasmoid, I see how it is.
Phoenix doesn't stare. He just like glances real quick and just like could see criminal activity from a mile away. But he's not gonna make any. He's not gonna make a scene. He's just gonna keep going.
What check do I have to make to play pool?
If you're doing pool, then you would go, let's say,
Hanging out with a bunch of morally gray people is like bringing your dad to anything. It's like, God, Dad, be cool. Stop embarrassing me.
I'd say for pool, dexterity, intelligence, or wisdom would be your best bets.
I'm going with wisdom.
Just flat. Or actually, you know what's even funnier? Never mind. Here are your options. You do dexterity and wisdom, or dexterity and intelligence. There we go. That's way
I don't
funnier.
Strength. What if I just want to like blow the balls out? Like,
Oh, unfortunately, Billiards is not that kind of game.
you gotta break it for the first round.
I demand to smash the barkeeper. I demand to smash.
Oh! So
Alright,
that's
well,
what
I-
Phoenix is in.
Sorry. So what was it? Dex and wisdom?
No, it was
Dex and wisdom, or Dex and intelligence?
the duality of
extreme.
man.
Yeah, natural 20.
We're waiting for Malarcus.
Nat 1 for
Well,
dexterity.
I'll tell you what. They're both +0, so it doesn't matter. Yes, no.
Alright, so, Ash, you know instinctually the perfect play. You're sure that if you hit this ball at just this angle right here, you feel it in your bones, it would be a perfect hit. It would knock one ball in, which would allow you to chain combo it to knock a different ball in, and then another one, and then you would immediately win the game. You have the plan. You aim the cue stick. You hit it and lightly tap it in the centimeter in front of you on accident. That's ending your turn immediately.
God damn it.
No.
I try and like persuade the balls to like.
Persuade the balls.
Yeah.
You just gotta pull this maneuver here. I put the GIF in Discord.
So really, it's only a competition between Malarka and Jacob. And actually, between them, Jacob just literally barely slinches out of victory. Just barely. You're literally just on the 8 ball after your game. Between the both of you.
That was a good match. One more. Loser buys beer.
Oh,
Nice. All right, then go ahead and make another set of checks.
all right. Get dexed. Get
And then add on.
wisdom. Wow.
God.
Jacob, you're still right. You're trying to ride from the previous match, but it's not a good look. But it's okay.
My -1 in both of these stats has never been so
No.
good.
Oh my god, my love.
My
Ash, you're just watching this match, and it's just embarrassing. It's like they keep hitting the ball off the table. They keep on hitting the ball with the side of the stick. They keep just. How did they hit it left? That wasn't even an option. That wasn't even an option.
I see you're a worthy foe. Our battle will be legendary.
Jacob once again cinches out a victory after a significant amount of time.
I'm just too good.
Oh god.
Alright. I'll use my hard-won money from pulling water in the marketplace. Yeah.
Yeah, all 0
I
gold.
got so much money doing that.
Howdy.
Barkeeper. What's the strongest shit you got?
Right here. They go ahead and pull out Wyvern's piss from the shelf, but it says extra on it. With like very emblazoned.
Oh my
Extra
God.
piss.
Sounds like he was kind of like, what do you say? Like, what's the strongest shit you got? Right here as he hits you with like an eye beam.
Alright, well, I'll take 2 of them, thank you.
Alright, but don't come crying back to me when you start vomiting everywhere.
Oh my
haven't
goodness, I
vomited
just
once
realized
yet.
why he's the one who sees a lot and leaves no tracks.
Yep.
Because he sees a
Because
lot.
he sees a
and he
lot.
leaves no
and
tracks.
tracks.
I love the fact he just has like little cowboy hats on his high stomachs. That's so funny.
It's perfect. Yeah.
I like this guy.
So
Jacob,
howdy.
get your pistol ass over here.
I'll be 20
I
gold,
didn't tell you
please.
that.
Alright, here you go.
Alright, put it on your tab or.
Nah, I'll just pay it outright.
Alright. That way you won't forget when you're busy shit-faced there on the ground. Works
Yeah,
for me.
absolutely.
Ding. One of their little eye stalks goes and just picks it up.
Alright, Jacob. Wyvern's extra piss. Bottoms up.
I put the bottom up.
He pours on the fucking table.
You can both make a constitution saving throw.
Oh yeah, I'm great at these.
You two are gonna die.
Oh no.
I'm supposed to be good at these. Yeah.
Yeah, Malarka handles it pretty well. Jacob, meanwhile.
That's Carmilla to you, dang it.
There you go.
Reminds me of those stories of the pirates.
Oh shit.
Y'all seem like you're here as a group. What's the word?
Phoenix, should we say we don't know them?
Or
Bird.
He probably
yeah. I like
We
how
need.
you and I, Malarka, just said bird at the same time. Bird is the word. Don't you fucking forget it.
Phoenix will just like look at the beholder and just say, "We're looking for information from the one who sees all and leaves no tracks."
I don't know anybody like that, but if you're looking for information, I know a lot of things.
Oh, alright.
Alright, Mr. Smarty Lack of Pants, if you know so much, what's Wyvern extra piss made out of?
What's what it made out of?
I don't know if you want
What
that.
ain't it made out of? The whole process is they literally just throw everything together into a pot.
Shit, it works for me.
I was almost horrified about hearing that.
Phoenix is like, "I am so glad I don't drink."
You could.
Not to this level.
Yeah, what's the information you're looking for? I mean, what's the word?
We're looking for information in regards to some gems.
Gems, huh? Like he getting married soon?
Trying to think of what's the place that we're trying to figure it out from? What was the name of the Azamar? Yes. We're looking for some Azamar gems.
Asmar gems, huh? Well, I'll tell you this much. I do not have any. I don't have any. I'll be frank with you. I gave away some of the previous ones I had a while ago. It's been a few years since then. Been a while since I've heard the name. But you ask that man over there, and one of our things points over to them. They just will not shut up about it, so... Hey, maybe if you ask them, they'll have something for you.
Does he appear to be speaking the truth?
Yeah, they seem to be being frank with you.
Well, seems that we have our next person to ask.
Before you go over there and ask, perhaps we should approach them with a libation as offering, you know. Ease the introductions.
Yes. We need 8 more bottles of extra wild piss.
I think our companion here is not looking good.
I'm feeling fine, honey. What are you talking about?
As Layla will kind of just go ahead and just like kind of like in like a whisper and just like, oh, howdy, what do they call you around these parts? To the beholder.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Just like, well, like asking for his like name and all that.
You know, names, right? Names. Those are things I have to give the characters, right? Yeah. Names.
Oh no.
And the beholder tells you their name. It's a good name.
Alright. As
Probably Tim.
yeah, so I like so Layla's gonna go ahead and just say like, yeah, for those 2 over there, she's just gonna kind of like with like just very very silently just gesture over towards like Jacob and Malarka. She'll go ahead and just like put down like 30 gold pieces. For however many for whatever drinks they offer, just give them water instead. It'll be funny.
I want.
I already
more
got plenty of
piss.
water, damn it.
I-
I'm staying so mentally.
It's just for like after that point, like every time you guys try drinking more, just water.
I want more piss.
Tell them it's straight piss.
I mean, for all you know how much you've been drinking, this could be it. You wouldn't be able to tell.
Exactly. That's what you're like, it is piss. And somebody's like, hell yeah. Like, they just toss it back.
But regardless, she'll just put down the 30 gold on the table.
Right, you all have some interesting taste for having just arrived here in town by the looks of it. Or you ain't regulars here at the very least. You kind of adventuring group? Got a lot of them peeps.
Just passing through, yes. Adventures is, well, debatable. Or subject to interpretation.
Oh, you picked the right time to come on inside. Hey, does that mean you're looking for quests, things to slay?
Oh? Are there... Is there a quest board? Right? Like...
I think there's an exclamation mark over his head right now.
Oh, and there ain't nothing in this town here to slay, but there's been a funny thing up on the board for a long time. We've been making bets. Me and the regulars been making bets to see how long it takes before someone does it. And right now I'm in it to win it, so I'm looking for somebody who can maybe do it.
So you might be curious. What is it?
They're laughing at their little ice stalks are like almost doing like little laughing motion too. Okay. I ain't gonna believe this. I don't want to sound too loud because I don't want to make fun of them because they seem serious about it. Okay, hold on. They go ahead and they pull out a piece of paper from the wall. All right, take a look. Try not to laugh though. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
Next
They go and they provide you the paper, and it says, "Looking for someone to make a rocket to go to the moon."
What?
I said, "Don't laugh."
Motherfucker, what?
Phoenix is not laughing, but Phoenix, I'm laughing.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
That is a very unique quest.
Mate, I believe. All right, I don't know. I don't care what none of the people around here say. I believe. But yeah, so there's a little blobby fellow over there in the corner. If you're looking, try and do it. Because if you do, I get some money.
Oh my god. The blobby fellow. He's an alien. Okay, let's see.
The plasmoid's trying to get to space.
He's a plasmoid, so he does come from the astral sea.
He just wants to go home. Well.
Wait, but he looked like a criminal.
To you, asshole.
I'm profiling
You-
everyone.
When you come from the astral sea, you know, there's a chance that you could just be like, astral sea pirate, which might be.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah. It's gonna say like Zazi, like this is probably like absolutely like a figure you recognize or something you've seen often. This plasmoid's just a dime a dozen in the astral sea.
Yeah. So. Oh man. Oh man, I was getting a good laugh out of it. I'm telling y'all not to laugh, but they go ahead and they place it back. Reward's good.
What is the reward by any chance?
What's the company? You know Stonky?
Yes. I am
What are
familiar
they?
with Stocky.
Yeah, they're giving a bunch of shares from the company in exchange. Good shares too. Company's been on the rise recently, so
Phoenix just like, oh god, I don't want to hear more about Stocky already.
But if like that guy we have apprehended regarding like Stonky is just like their equivalent of like Steve Jobs or something.
We just arrested Steve Jobs, or I just arrested Steve Jobs.
Well, if Steve
More like-
Jobs was a terrorist, then maybe someone should.
Maybe more like they're Elon Musk.
Steve Jobs, or as they call him, Steven Occupation.
Yes. That's what it's short for.
Yeah, one second.
Are we gonna start interrogating or asking questions to the suspicious individual?
Is he suspicious? He just wants to go. I don't know what a rocket is, but
Not that guy.
who?
The guy who knows about the Azamar crystals, or who apparently got one.
Yeah.
wouldn't
I think
shut
we
up
should,
about it.
I think we should talk to him for sure. When you say the suspicious individual, Phoenix, like coming from you, that I feel like that could be anyone.
Everyone is suspicious.
Yeah. See, that's kind of my point.
All right. Well, wait,
But
we
yes,
get some drinks to bring to them. Hold on.
I want to talk to Crystal guy.
Anyway, I'm going to grab 2 glasses of drinks that we ordered and come over with Phoenix to approach this table.
Oh man, this is why I love adventurers. They said it to Izashi. They always buy so many drinks.
Some good.
I mean, if you're
God.
expecting me to buy anything, I've already used all my money.
Bartender.
Yeah, I'll be honest, my man. You don't look like someone that drinks anything.
I mean, I can't drink alcohol. You know, this thing happens when you boil alcohol. It kind of stops working.
You're not the first you a fire ganassi?
No, I'm an Ifrit.
Oh, okay, my bad, man. I get them mixed up.
My
Um,
question for what's your name, bartender guy?
they tell you their name again. It's a good name.
That's a good name to have.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I've had it since I was born.
That means someone named you that name.
I was thinking, what are adventurers if not just well-traveled alcoholic?
You head on over to the individual here, almost in mass, like a group.
Mm-hmm.
The person there looks over at you. Hello.
Didn't come to
Greetings.
this part of town. I'm just kidding.
I'm going to offer the drinks and just say, apologies for disturbing
Musashi,
you.
climbing on the table
I know,
there.
gosh, she's literally on the fucking table. Vashi, excuse me. But apologies for disturbing you, but
Forgot how to move without.
we
the
were
boot.
chatting with our many-eyed bartender over there, and he recommended we come talk with you folks a little bit.
It's that bartender giving people my business again.
Well, you'll have to take that up with him, but
I mean, from the sounds of it, you're giving everyone else your business anyway.
oh my god, don't mind her. She's had a few drinks.
The girl over here, like, look over at them. Yeah, see? This is what I keep telling you! Yeah, you do. Sorry, I've just been, I've been talking with a lot of people recently. Have you guys heard of Azamar? Oh, here we go again.
We're
why
privy
don't you go?
to it.
Yes.
Continue.
Go on, mister, tell us about your ASMR crystals.
Just realized I recognized this token, but go ahead.
The individual here, goes ahead. Well, there's been legends and rumors about a place called Azamar. It's basically a legend. Now, I think it's a place that really exists. I think it's out there in the desert. And I think Pesha's golem here is our ticket to finding it.
You trying to say that one of them ASMR crystals is what's inside that golem?
I think so. Now, we're not going to dig inside of it. Don't worry, Pesh. Don't give me those eyes. We're not digging into the golem. I don't know what would happen if we took the gem out.
So you are Pesh. Apologies. I'm Evelyn. I had heard that you are the owner of that very interesting golem then, yes.
Yeah. Do you see? I've taught it some tricks.
Hey, Toby.
Yes, it's incredibly unusual. I've never seen a golem do such things. I was wondering what its core was, indeed, that it has that degree of
Hello.
seemingly emotional intelligence or empathy.
As you all are in the saloon, you can already hear Tony on the way.
Here comes the
Yes.
blender.
I'm so sorry. I was actually, like, when I left today, I was planning on coming back at, like, 6 p.m. my time. But that obviously didn't pan out because it's 10, so my bad.
All good.
Out getting the
These
chicken
things,
eggs,
they
man.
happen.
I was playing a board game at a cafe, but it's like an hour away, so that's why.
Oh, is this one with Mark?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay. They were telling me about playing a board game.
Yeah, it was it's called Lords of Waterdeep. So technically,
Oh, I
I
love
was
that
in
game.
D&D. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, you're right. You were just basically playing D&D at that point.
Yeah, I was basically playing D&D.
You were getting all
I was
worked
second
up.
place.
Dumbass!
Mark won by 2 points, so I was really sad. Both my other friends were like 20 points behind us, but you know,
Your experience paid off.
yeah.
Catching you up, everybody arrived in Tashluda. They were kind of going around the city. Valen got everybody to a hideout, though Valen seems to be coughing up dust. It seems their mummy rot is worsening. Everybody investigated for leads in the city for any useful information, for anything. Arrived at a saloon, and now they're talking to this person because there was a golem in the city that seemed unusually friendly and, I don't know what a good word would be. It was like...
Belligerent?
Childlike.
a childlike golem. It was like very childlike, like it was playing with children.
Did we take a long rest?
Yes, we took a
or
long
not?
rest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, an extended rest.
Yeah, the extended rest.
Okay.
Extra.
And so that's where they are now. It's Pesh is the owner of the golem, and they are now talking with them right now. Pesh goes, yeah, I managed to teach it, like, how to wave at people, and how to play games, and then it started learning its own how to do things. I love that guy. They're so cool.
Does that guy have
Did-
a name?
I don't really think the name Golem.
Oh no, it's doing that thing. Ah.
Yeah, just go to rules, because I keep remembering I'm supposed to go and like update the module. I just keep forgetting.
So the
Every
golem's
day.
name is Golem.
Yeah,
That's a fair name. That's definitely.
but like it's spelled with a U, not an E.
Gotcha. Golem.
Well,
Bye-bye.
I'm trying to type the in character, but it's not doing it.
You have to click your token first.
Oh well, I thought I've been here. I've been here. Nezumi's just been following along, not really talking. Like that.
Nice.
There
Oh
we go.
God, why make it stop?
Sports. One day we'll figure out why that happens. Hey, it worked.
All right, but anyway, so, but you think that perhaps the core is the gem of Azumar? Then this is.
That's what I'm thinking. But look, you can see in their eyes, Phoenix. Your insight expertise. Shamir here, which they introduced themselves with, would love nothing more than to take this gem out of the golem and investigate it. Really, they would. But they looking at you could tell, looking at how they regard their daughter here. They just can't do it.
So you're single then?
Oh my god.
The piano crash right at that moment.
That was very well fit.
So it's been just a thought of mine. I know a lot of people have told me I'm crazy about it. It might just be a dud, honestly. It's probably just a dud. But yeah, thanks for hearing me out. It's been on my mind a lot recently. I dream about it sometimes.
Yeah. How do you
Sounds a bit
dreams go?
unhealthy.
What are your dreams like?
It's kind of like, Pesh, what was the one from last night? I forgot it already. Pesh speaks up. Yeah, so, Dad says that sometimes when they're dreaming, it's kind of like they're going out into, they're like covered in dust everywhere, like a big what do you call those? We don't have them here. They're like rainbow with sand. Yeah, that one. Sandstorm. And then they like hear noises out in the distance, and then they get like cleared up, and like all the sand goes away, and they see a great, massive pyramid.
You are just a treat. Now I know what you're thinking. How did all this come about?
Is this where the Mummy Lord pyramid went?
Yeah, and every single time my dad tries to walk toward the pyramid, it's like they can never reach it. It's like they walk and they never get closer. And then suddenly it's like they hear a great, like the earth shakes, and then the dream ends. That's always how the dream ends, right, Dad? Yeah, you remember. Thanks, Pesh. Mind you, that doesn't all happen in one dream. It's always been little bits and pieces.
Is Pesh here ever dream about something like that?
You never told me if you did, Pesh? No? Oh! I had a dream last night. I was on a boat. That's great, Pesh.
That's great, Pesh.
So, tell me, where did you find this golem?
I was out in the desert with my son, and while we were just out there tending to a task that I received from a nobleman here in the city. And that's when we found the golem there. At first, we were horrified, actually. They describe what the scene looks like, and let me see if I can actually make this work. I'm trying to make let me see if I can make this work. Okay. Alright, surely this works. What an tarnation. The image ain't where I thought it would be. Give me a second. You ever have that experience as a DM on Foundry where sometimes you're looking for an image inside of a folder, but it turns out that you never actually saved it to that folder to begin with, so you can't actually find it and upload it into a journal to be able to share with everyone?
Congratulations.
Oddly
you
specific
played
to
yourself.
you.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
get
it happens. It happens to me all the time.
Okay, that's what I thought. I'm glad I'm not the only one with this
Do it.
experience. That would have been really embarrassing.
That would be so embarrassing. Luckily, we're all.
Luckily, we're all
Over.
DMs on Foundry
Yep.
who have saved an image to a folder, only to never actually save the image to the folder, so now you can't find it.
Yeah. For sure. Should we all roll insight or?
Do you guys also run a campaign on Saturday nights, starting at 9 p.m. Eastern Time?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
yeah.
What
Yeah,
about
yeah.
you?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I do, actually.
Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was like DMing for this table. What's up?
Okay, I think this works.
There's this folder I got that's like didn't have what I thought I had in it. You know.
Yeah, Shamir describes what happened.
Was it mistitled homework?
Can you see the image just fine, by the way?
It does happen like this.
I see it.
Yeah, I can see it, yeah.
Yeah, I see it.
Yes.
Alright.
Very cool.
Guys, can you
Oh.
see this image, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
I was going out into the desert one day. A sandstorm had recently passed by. And while I was out investigating, just doing a favor, just scouting the area, basically, making sure that, no damage had been done to some radiology equipment out there. We found it! Just in there, in the sand, half buried. My son excitedly started to, against my better wishes, start unearthing the golem. I thought that his life would be in danger, but instead, when the golem lifted its arm to crash it down on my son's head, it just pet him. It was a strange experience. Well, over the next few days while we were out there, the golem kept following us. We couldn't make it stop. And so we tried to teach it words. Now, while we couldn't teach it to say anything, it knows what we're saying. It seems to understand us, and so we checked in our luggage at the train. We didn't think we could actually get it here, honestly. We're pretty sure, like, you try checking a golem in and it doesn't work. But, the conductor person seemed to be okay with it.
The conductor.
Which I thought was very funny, but it was very fortunate for us.
Yes. Conductor. And he seemed cool with it, you say?
Yeah, I thought it was strange. I didn't think a golem would be accepted luggage, but they said something to the lines of what was it? Oh yes, just go and check that in for the check luggage, something like that.
Well, it's as they say in the train industry. If it fits, it ships.
Must have fit.
You know,
Well, in whatever case.
I found the story very believable, believe it or not.
I believe it.
Nowadays, we just allow Golem to just stay out near the coast, because everybody seems to like him.
And he hasn't, like, mauled any children or nothing?
No, quite the contrary. The children love Golem. Yeah, they should.
Right.
Well, anyway, that's just my story. Do you have any stories of your own to share?
Well, we were on a train one time and all this tech luggage started killing people. That guy's gotta be a lot more, selective.
Recent stories or stories from my life? Because I've got a lot of both.
Whatever stories you'd like to share. It feels weird if I'm just talking this whole time.
It was the ghost of the trackless sea, and I just go into some pirate shit for until someone stops me.
Of course, you go on about Captain Tortuga.
Have you heard of the treasure of
Have you
Captain?
heard the tale of the lost treasure of the dread pirate Captain Tortuga?
No, here we go.
No, I've not heard of a treasure, but do go on. You can see that they have a genuine interest in this, shocking as it may be.
I do go on.
Oh god.
Ostensibly integrate.
Jacob shoves Zashi out of the way.
Oh, get out of the way.
Alright.
We've been trying to reach you about your car's
I
extended
like how
warranty.
Tony's at the bar
Oh yeah.
drinking her problems away.
Didn't take
Must
long.
be nice.
And yeah, I leap into the whole tale of the dread Captain Tortuga.
As you're going through, Shamir asks you constant questions, and it's like, no! Wait, really? And you say how that happened? This goes on for almost an hour. Pesh is clearly bored.
Oh boy.
What?
I practically got my PhD in this one guy.
Yeah, I imagine that you both don't really. Pesh is like,
Yeah.
so.
I wish I had a copy of my book here.
Well, while they're talking, I am going to lean over to the other folks who are not involved in this conversation, namely like Phoenix and Layla, and just mention briefly, like, if the golem actually has a gem of Azuma, shouldn't Valen be able to divine
Probably
that? Confirm
either-
it?
Yes, I think she would be able to.
Certainly.
Phoenix
bring it
is
up,
writing
though.
this in legalese, by the way. He's not saying.
Oh, there
that
we
out
go.
loud.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're both just writing things on the table and passing notes.
Yeah.
It's not suspicious
The
at all.
mask being like, oh, what is that you're doing? It's like, oh, he's got a crush on someone.
Be like
More-
talking shit about this one.
Oh, I guess you can talk out loud in legalese, yeah.
Yeah, they could. Good to
Yeah, there's nothing stopping him from talking out loud in legalese. It probably would sound something like, by the way, the recent transaction that we had, we
be
should
like-
be looking more into that.
It'd
We're
be
trying
like
to reach you
Steve
about your
Kent, but more
car's extended
legally,
warranty.
more jargon involved.
Yeah, I think it would be something like that. Like the recent transaction that we were able to
Oh,
acquisition.
party
We should.
previously defined in document 1. like,
The legalese. So with that, Phoenix will like stand up, getting the hint, and start making his way towards maybe going to go speak with Valen about the possible Azimar gem here in Tashluta. Again, apparently, because there's more.
Hey, Pesh.
Exactly.
Playing much pool?
Yeah, all the time.
Alright, well, while Jacob and Shamir are having their story time, maybe we'll try playing a game of pool or 7.
Pesh will absolutely join you for this. Alright, make your rolls.
Oh my god.
Hey!
I'm just rolling.
Pesh puts up a good game against you, actually. They're, like, really good at pool. They literally just barely lose on the 8 ball when you both are down to the wire on a singular ball. While you're, like, right there at the very end of it, they just literally barely whiff it. Like, oh man! I was so close! And that's when you sink in the 8 ball, because it was just like 1 inch away from the hole.
You hate to see it. You lost to the person. You lose to the person who hits the ball with the side of the pole.
Alright, hold on. Again! I'm gonna get you this time.
You've got much to learn.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm doing some math.
I understand if math's hard.
You're putting up a reasonably good set of ball shots, but Patch is able to beat you fairly soundly. There we go. That's more like it.
Well, it's 1-1. Best 2 out of 3.
They've already picked up the stick before you even finished.
Yeesh.
Ooh.
A sound defeat. It wasn't even close.
Well,
They do like a little victory dance.
Oh,
no,
man.
she's emoting
You
on me.
get styled on.
No.
You get styled on.
They did the disrespectful emote.
She hit the gritty on me.
Layla, what are you up to? Layla and Ash, what are you up to? Because it looks like Phoenix is ready to mosey out to tell Valen. Or I guess they could head out early before all of you. There's nothing stopping that.
I mean, Layla would have been watching whatever that was, but if it looks like Phoenix is ready to move on, Layla would be ready to follow.
Indeed, Phoenix looks like he's ready to move on as he stepped out of the saloon.
Alright, so Malarka's playing chess. Not chess, billiards. Phoenix is heading out, along with anybody else that's joining him to head out. Jacob's telling a story. Tony and Nezubi are drinking. Well, I don't know if Nezubi's drinking.
Yeah, I'm going to return to Valen.
Okay. What about you, Zashi?
I'm gonna go with them. I can't drink, so.
Alright,
And
guys,
Layla?
I got her distracted. Take out the golem. Rip at his heart.
Okay. Layla will go ahead and head out with everybody else.
Alright. The others, presumably will be there later. Okay. Bring these 3. The 3 of you head out of, back over to where the hideout is.
The hideout.
Best 3 out of 5.
No, it's not, that's not even that. Like, literally, it's just a blowout. You get, like, one ball in, and they get everything other one in, including some of your balls, for extra disrespect.
Oh my god, Millarga, have you even won a single game?
I did actually.
I feel like I would have gone out too.
Best 7 out of 12.
Alright. As you return back over to the hideout, you see Valen looking much better.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Condition has improved.
it's significantly better. I'm ready to head out into the city to get some resupplying done.
Yes, about that.
But
we have some interesting development, you could say.
oh,
I know you considered the prospect silly, but I believe we may have actually maybe discerned the location of one of the Asimar crystals here in Tashluta.
oh, is that right? You have insight expertise, Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
There is a sudden change in the way that they're reacting to this information. Where before, it was like, excitement beyond comprehension when you first gave them the Azamar crystal. This time, it's almost like, they seem like they're responding in a bittersweet way to it.
This is unexpected. You would think that they would be excited about it. Anyway.
Well, tell me more about it. What about it?
Seeing as how the others were able to pretty much develop the news, Phoenix will let them speak of it, I guess. So it was like what? Layla, Ash, Jacob, somebody.
I'm drunk.
Shit, buddy, you sure are.
I've been drinking all this piss.
Oh my god.
I drink better when I'm casting.
Oh my god. Anyway, yes, well, we happened upon, do you recall when we were walking here to this enclave, the golem we passed?
Oh yes, I remember seeing that golem. I thought it was unusual.
Indeed, I agreed after a closer look. Well, we found its owners, handlers. They did not create this golem themselves. They found it in the desert by chance after a sandstorm. It has always been like this, and in fact, the man who owns it believes that the core of this golem is a gem of Azumar.
That would explain a lot. These gems and crystals are related to life and souls. It would surprise me if somehow it's animated the golem in a sentient way.
Would you be able to confirm or divinate, as you did before in the desert, that there is in fact a gem of Azumar there?
Yes, definitely. Let's do that tomorrow, though. I think today it's been a long train ride, and it was a very eventful train ride.
Yes.
I think it might be best to, you know what we haven't done in a while? We haven't had gone out for a dinner.
Phoenix is like, we had a hero's feast not too long ago.
Oh yes, but that was a magical one. That was magic. Don't get me wrong, it was very filling, but it would be nice
It's
to.
better than a non-magic meal, right?
Okay. Look, I grew up in the university where we ate nothing but magic meals 3 times a day.
You miss the taste of home-cooked
Well,
food.
we
I
were just at a
understand.
tavern. Want to go back?
You were not eating at the tavern, you were drinking.
Yeah, but we
Meat
were
food.
at one pretty there.
I mean, we're still at one. We're still.
There's a story, it's still being told. With the treasure of Captain Tortuga.
Yeah.
Which is precisely what. This is actually what Valen says. Like, you went. Oh my god, Jacob's not here because we're telling someone about the treasure again, aren't they?
That's
Yes.
exactly correct.
Yeah. All of us just nod.
You know what? Yeah. Let me join all of you. Let's head to the tavern for a bit.
Hmm. You sure you're okay? You're up for it?
They seem to be walking. A light bit of levity would be good, honestly. It's always such a business.
Getting so many death flags right now, but
This is all death flags.
she's a walking death flag at this point.
I mean, Phoenix has no real incentive besides just be like, this sounds like a death flag. But yeah, Phoenix will join them, I guess, towards the tavern again. Though he never drank, and technically he barely absorbed the hero's feast. He doesn't
There's
eat.
26 out of 50.
A little solar
Oh
panel.
my goodness. Malarka. Or what was
You hit the 8-ball as when you break the billard, you hit the 8-ball into the hole immediately.
Oh my god.
That's a win in my book.
Nezumi walks up. I think that's enough.
Ever.
Are you losing to a literal child, Malarka?
Listen to me. That's enough. You're just going to get more and more frustrated, and that will be a mess for everyone involved. Calm down, take a step back, and breathe.
It's gonna be a mess for you, Shorty, when I toss you out of the dumpster, Mac.
Nesby puts her hands on her hips, looks at her. I know you can do that. Do you want to? Do you really want to make me upset with you? There's two sides to healing, you know. You have to know
I can fix
very
this
well.
problem.
Pharmacist.
Well,
I can
You're not
solve the problem.
really allowed to heal me
Zashi?
anyway.
No.
I mean, no, I was gonna just pick up the cue ball and melt it in my hands. That'd
No.
solve the problem.
That would be breaking other people's things. Don't
Everyone,
be
property.
mean.
everyone in the bar just goes, ah, that's the one cue ball.
Fucking cue ball.
Ah, you
Here's
can
bad
get
other
another
Don't
one.
make more work for everyone involved.
I say you go for it.
Oh god. Phoenix is just
Do
like
you
shaking
want to
his,
clean up
just like
after
with
him?
a hand in his both hands, just like covering his eyes, just like oh.
You know,
my
I would
God.
like to see you try making me clean.
I mean, I could hold you here until you do.
Not gonna work.
Nesby grins and just her eyes go a little. She.
Freaking
do I have-
piano stop
Do I have
right
good
there.
cantrips for this? I do have some cantrips, but I don't.
Oh
think-
god, are we trying to start a bar fight?
No.
No.
I was trying to do like
Fight, fight,
prestidigitation
fight,
or that kind of thing, just to make her eyes glow green.
Okay.
Valen goes nearby. Hold on, actually, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, I bet.
She'll lift her hand and a little green smoke and liquid will pool. And then she'll close it and not actually cast poison spray on you.
You're like, yo, I will cast blending on you.
If you're paralyzed, you can't
I actually
blend,
wonder
can
what's
you?
your HP?
I'm at over 100 right now.
Nice.
Phoenix is
Yeah, you could
gonna
totally
go
take that
ahead and
out,
get a
but-
seat. He's gonna count the number of people. He's gonna get the appropriate amount of seats, and he's gonna let Valen sit first.
Thank you.
If you're paralyzed, you can't do much.
You can't do much if you can't paralyze me.
As they're all
I only
basically
need to hit
warming
you
up for a
once.
bar fight, Phoenix goes to the front, goes to the one who can see all and has least no tracks, and orders a good meal for everyone.
You got it, partner. Let me get something from the chef in a minute. Hey, chef! They got the orders, and It seems appropriate that one of the meals is called a Phoenix Dove Roast.
Phoenix pays the appropriate amount for the meal.
Ooh, I don't want to do that.
Are we gonna include our new friends in this meal, or is it just a family?
Oh, you think of me as family? That's appropriate, seeing as I seem to have to mother all of you.
I'm
Shamir and Jacob are still.
And the treasure was never seen again.
Where do you think it could be?
Anywhere, but I've narrowed down a list, and I pull out a big scroll.
Phoenix ignores him and just keeps walking.
So funny.
Eventually he gets to the table. I've already placed the order for food. They're still fighting, I see.
Now, Zashi, be a good boy and don't destroy other people's stuff. Then they'll get mad at us and we'll have a whole heap of trouble. And I can't fix everything. I fix people, not stuff.
I can
Unless
fix
you
stuff.
have mending. If you have mending, great. Then you can do that as long as you fix it afterward like a responsible fucking adult.
I'm sorry, at what point did you think I wasn't responsible? I know how to fix things when I break them. I didn't rule over a king, I wasn't being trained to rule over a kingdom to be treated like a child.
Then don't act like one and start off by suggesting destroying people's stuff.
I wouldn't suggest destroying it if I didn't think I could fix it.
I would destroy
You know
it
what,
if I couldn't fix
Zashi?
it.
I say you destroy whatever you want.
Hell yeah.
Let the demons win.
Oh my god.
The consequences are
Nezumi
for
will
future
turn to
you.
Tony and speak very, very quietly. That is
Hey,
the one.
Zashi, do you
Other
have
people
the silence
don't
spell?
say it out loud or where other people can
No, that
see.
is not within my repertoire.
Well, maybe you should learn it. I like to destroy things. I think it's fun.
Destruction
Who's
has
with
its
me?
uses, yes, but not when you're trying to be a decent person.
It's the same rule, it's fine.
Hey, who said I'm trying to be a decent person? Where is this even coming
In
from?
general, as a group, we came into this place to talk to people, buy food and drink. We get,
I came
it's
here
better-
to drink alcohol and fuck shit up, and I'm all out of alcohol.
Oh man.
That's easily solved. If
Do you need more alcohol, Tony? I could get you some.
The wyvern
No, I
kiss
just,
is
I
great
just
here.
like being mean. That's all.
Oh, this is totally Nezumi speaking, not Mishra. So
Oh my god, I don't know what's happening.
I've literally made up a mental persona and everything for the Nezumi persona. It's hilarious.
What are we even destroying? What are we? I was not paying attention to that part, so I don't even know what I'm.
They're
It's
trying to
going
prevent me from beating a
I was gonna
child.
destroy the cue ball so that they'd stop playing pool.
Milarka lost 2 more times while that was going on, by the way.
Could I lift the pool table? I want to lift it. I'll make a strength check, okay?
Oh my god.
You can lift the pool table with relative ease. You have enough strength to do so. It's not so heavy that you can't.
Sorry, that's Arcana.
Nice.
There you go, 20.
Yeah, you lift the pool table, trying not to make the balls fall over the ground. Patch legs. Whoa!
Aren't they cool?
Hold on. This might give me the advantage. Stay still.
Hey, I wonder if I could hold it and then you get on pool and play pool in the air.
Oh, that would be dope.
Let's do it! Let's do it! Let's do it!
Let's do it.
Why are we
Patch this
playing
game.
something pool?
No, we're playing
We're
We're
area
trying to
not.
pool.
stop them from
They're playing
playing.
air pool, like air
Not
hockey,
make it-
but with the wheelchair.
Thought we were trying to stop them, not give them more of a challenge.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure that well, it's fine. Things like this happen in saloons all the time. As they are enjoying some of the
lives for chaos.
they are eating the what did I say? Phoenix dove roast. This really is quite good. This is a great way to spend the evening.
You got dinner and a show.
I just hope they don't actually destroy the bar.
We're not
The more you
destroying
hope it, the
anything.
more it's probably gonna happen. Just don't worry about
definitely.
it.
As far as the way I see it is, only people that are cowards don't want to destroy things. Because they don't want to face the consequences. And I think consequences are pretty fun. Because I never even get to do it. Like, who's gonna punish me? I'll just
You
beat their
never
ass.
get to do it. You destroy things all the time. You're very good at it. I am
No,
proud
no,
of
no,
you.
no, no. That's destroying people.
It is part of why I hired you
They
initially,
deserve
Tony.
it.
Once they're dead, it's not much of people left. If you can
What a
bring them back, that's one
conversation.
thing. But a corpse is a corpse, and you've destroyed it.
I
You're very
mean,
good at
did you
destroying
really
things.
destroy the corpse yet? You
I
destroyed
feel
the
like-
person to make the corpse. Did you really destroy the corpse yet? Like, there's still more work to be done here.
I suppose it depends on the nature of the corpse, doesn't it?
This is why I always fight after a person's dead. Like, I just keep hitting. Because I think
Just in
it's
case I get
not
back up.
dead yet. It's not dead enough yet.
That's why we like cook food, isn't it? It's not dead enough. We gotta make it deader.
Yes, so you cook it and
Good
then
point.
you eat it. Good. Yes, we smart. Okay, you know what though? I do wonder which one of my weapons is the most destructive on objects.
Do you have a hammer?
I pull out my divine armory and all my weapons start like floating around me.
Keep in mind, Tony, you are supposed to keep some amount of discretion, so...
I have a great way to destroy houses.
Okay,
this an
wait.
open carry
Towards
town?
Pesh, like is that who I'm trying
In
to hide from?
general,
From everyone in the city.
we're wanted.
Oh,
Why
right,
did you
right.
buy
Okay, okay.
Mezzini instead of
Fine,
Mirasha right now?
I'll just pull out my hammer. I was like, there, I do.
That would probably
Eh.
be the most destructive then. Hammers are really good at breaking objects, because objects aren't fleshy and so they can't be cut or pierced as easily. In general. So an object,
talk, honestly. I think you.
Ash, could we have a word? The Valen is just asking Ash for a word.
No
Yes, of course.
Oh, word?
Remember, the word is bird.
Bird.
That's the key word.
Van looks around outside. Well, here. They go ahead and reach into their quotes and they go ahead and produce over to you like what looks like a scroll with a binded with information.
What is this?
Well, I'll be honest, I don't think I can continue this journey with all of you. So, this is all the information I have, and along with all your contracts. You can do with them what you will, but they're kind of useless now.
I'm taken aback for a moment before I say. Do you think your time is so limited now? That we cannot find you the answers before, well, your mummy rot may take over?
No, I don't think so, but I will say that this time that we've had together, these memories, have been the best part. of anything that's ever happened, and thank you for all of
Thanks so much.
it.
Whoa!
You begin to see that their body is beginning to degenerate entirely into dust.
Okay, oh, that escalated quickly.
Alright, so I have this binder and I stand there for a moment and
What do you mean? No one casts levitate.
Alright, whatever you do, don't get dust in your eye.
Wait, somebody get a jar.
I know, right? Like we can collect the dust. Like so I'm going to try to collect the dust as I can and because well there's always the chance we could bring her back. So I will do that first and foremost because that's the most important thing.
Yes, you scoop up the dust, right, kneeling down onto the ground, trying to place it all into a jar of some kind or container, anything that you have on hand, and as you begin to see the dust disintegrating as well.
No!
No,
And dust.
this is
It's like maybe we can save her. No!
what kind of curse was this? Damn it.
It was mummy.
Everything
too.
begins to darken.
Thanks.
Wait, what? Everything's
That
darkening.
was the chapter?
Huh?
It's the end of the book, honey. Happy ending. We're no longer.
We don't know that that's
slaves.
necessarily the ending, do we?
I think we
Yeah,
have.
that's the ending.
Is there the sequel?
Maybe we used her for character development.
Phoenix is just like a taken aback. Just in the bar. And that's how the chapter ends? That seems kind of strange, no? What's that you got there, Ash?
When Valen took me outside, and I'll relate everything that happened. With the book in front of me, can I tell if that was like the end of it or there's more?
You open up the book, chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4, that is the end of the Canopy being.
What?
What? So we definitely need to make changes then. That's what you're saying, if we want to continue this?
Yes, I suspected as much. So,
Indeed.
I wonder if there was an action that we did that may have caused the mummy rot to progress further than intended. The one that comes to mind, as he looks to Malarka, is setting off those bombs at the end of chapter 2.
That was where things changed. You are correct.
Bombs?
The water bombs.
What water bombs are you talking about?
I'm blanking on this as well.
The rainstorm bomb.
The
thing?
destruction
I know,
orbs.
but Mishra doesn't.
Well,
Yeah, I
we
know,
would
I
have
know.
related these
Yes.
things, I would think, so...
Yeah,
Yes,
Mishra
by
remembers
default-
very well.
But by default, your characters share information with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mesami just forgot. She has a low intelligence, actually, so she
Yeah.
doesn't always
So
remember.
Phoenix is talking about the devastation orb of water that was set off
Mhm.
at the end of chapter 2.
How
I mean, to be fair,
I mean,
the book also got shorter after the end of chapter 3.
That
Okay.
it was
Right,
already
the
short
first short
before
thing, yeah.
before the end of chapter 3.
Right.
Before we even entered chapter 3, it was shorter.
So we're definitely gonna make some changes. We could just replay it from chapter 1.
Chapter 1 ends early. I think that one is
Yeah.
as good as it gets. Chapter 2, however, is a big concern.
I mean, chapter 1
We already
needs
got the
to
gem
be
that's at the...
redone as well, though. Because what's his face went missing,
Morik.
right?
Oh,
and
yes,
then
Mork.
we never saw him again.
We do need to speak with Mork as well. The chances that we spoke with him are in chapter 1. However, we need to avoid speaking with Valen directly, as that's if she notices that we have an Azamar gem, it will end the chapter. So if we replay chapter 1, go to speak with Mork, and then end the chapter.
Or if we leave the gems here at the library?
Then we'll have to go look for them again.
As that is where the session will conclude.